You guys see, climbing up in the canopy,
Oh,
only Aether and Crumb see this, but up in the canopy hangs a giant, I suppose it's a large, silver dragon, and you can see vines growing in and around its body like a parasite. Um, it seems like it's rotted for a few days, but they're just like vines keeping it moving and alive. And it seems like it's in a pouncing stance up in the canopy, ready to attack. It
Oh, okay.
You don't know who it has and hasn't seen. It's about 20 feet up in the air right now. So keep that in mind as you're attacking it.
Okay. 20 feet up in the air. Let me look at something real quick.
So it's 20 feet away from you and 20 feet in the air.
Right. I guess I can just start off with little lightning bubbles, because I don't really want to move. I can
Sure.
just send 3 of those. I'll just cast bubble bombs at first level and just send out my little spheres of electricity at the thing. That is, isn't that? Oh, yeah. It's a dex save that it will probably make, but try.
Sure.
I'm just gonna make all 3 of them collide. I'm not gonna, like, wait for it to bump into them.
Sure. That's a 13.
Oh, it failed. Okay. So that is a sucky amount of damage. That's just 6 lightning damage because my dice hate me. I'm gonna stay where I am and use Wonder Spark to just pew pew some clouds at it. Get that steam power.
Sure,
Am
make
I
an attack roll.
Alrighty. 11.
11. That definitely doesn't hit. You fire in the direction, and like it moves through the canopy like a cat, and it just weaves around the leaves. And like it's hard to hit, and you just miss it.
Yeah, I'm staying where I am. I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Sounds great.
That is my turn.
Now is a layer action. I'm going to need everyone except for Nyx to make a strength saving throw.
Sick. This is gonna be interesting. Oh wow, this is interesting. 18. 16.
18.
I lied. 16.
16. That's okay.
I got
-1. Not +1.
14.
14. You just barely succeed. So both vines come up from the ground and try to wrap around both of you and restrain you, but both of you resist it and pull them off, and you can now still move. All right, that's the end of that. Nyx, it is your turn. Make a quick insight check.
An insight check?
Mm-hmm.
I think my insight's +0. No, it's not. Oh, wow. Okay. 21.
21. This dragon has not seen you yet.
Cool. Okay. I'm guessing there's no sign of Inoki?
No sign of Inoki.
Oh my god.
Okay, well,
get revenge for
Meaning that there's no sign of my beloved cat.
It's probably a little dust cloud on the ground if I had to guess.
Of purple, just purple glitter. Knowing my cat has probably been poofed, I'm just gonna go into like a quiet rage since it hasn't seen me yet, but a rage.
Quiet rage. Signature quiet rage. Those of you that know where Nyx is and she's not hiding from you guys, you see as she like becomes like feral and her skin is like kind of like in this patchy green and like purple patchwork that blends in very well with the environment. And she starts to move more like a feral cat than like a person.
Ooh.
So, the dragon's up in the tree, right?
Mhm.
My climbing speed would be half my walking speed, right?
Correct. You can make an acrobatics. No, I think I'll let you do acrobatics if you want to try to. Well, technically, you have advantage on strength checks, acrobatics or athletics to try to climb the tree. If you do very well, I'm gonna say if you do above a 15. Um, if you do above a 15, then you can go normal speed up. But if you get below a 10, you just can't climb.
Okay, I'll do an athletics check because that's my
Okay,
strength, and so
sure.
would I get an advantage on that?
Yes, because you're raging.
Cool. Um, 18 plus 6. So 24.
24.
Yeah. You adequately climb up. You can go up however high you want that your movement will allow.
Okay.
You like extend your claws and start digging into the tree bark and like using it as a spikes to climb up.
And then since I still have another attack action because of my level up.
You still have a whole action to do.
Oh, really? That wasn't my action?
That's just your movement.
Oh, awesome. Cool. Then
Mhm.
I'll attack it 3 times.
Okay, you're gonna have to leap towards it.
Okay.
Or I suppose you could climb out to the canopy. Well, yeah, sure. You can climb up through the canopy and get here
Okay.
on that roll, but that's all your movement to get adjacent to it.
That's totally fine. I won't need to move more. Let me go.
Okay.
Let me get some hits in. Wah. That's a 17 to hit.
A 17 to hit. That misses.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
That definitely doesn't hit because that's a 4.
Mhm.
And that definitely doesn't hit because that's a 3.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You go to swing at it, and like you just release this like quick flurry on the like side of its body and like one at its tail, and you kind of like do this confidently with the confidence of like, oh yeah, I'm, you know, I've snuck up on this
Fighter?
giant creature. And then you hit it, and they just like your bone knives just scratch against what is effectively giant metal plates and do not get through any of the scales. And you see as its face turns into a sneering growl towards you.
I'm just gonna growl back at it and go, ah.
Um, and
Oh boy,
based
I'm gonna die up in these woods.
Growls back at a dragon. The power.
based on
Why?
that, it is going to, after your turn, take a legendary action
Great.
Hello.
and make a single claw attack against you.
Okay.
Is there any difference between those two? Yes, there is, so it should be a claw attack. 22 to hit.
Yes.
You take... You take 15 points of slashing damage, which you can have. And you need to make a...
That's 7, right?
Sorry?
7 damage?
7, yes.
Alright.
You can make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
No, it should definitely be strength. A strength saving throw.
Okay. Do I have I have advantage on that too, right?
I don't know.
I'll check.
Look for a
Yes.
little green A neck. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
14.
14. That is just a failure. Well, not just a failure. That's a failure. So you go tumbling down to the to the ground, and you take additional 3 points of damage. A half to
Half
one.
to 1.
All right. Then next is its action, and it is going to
Oh, that is not good.
Oh,
drop down to the forest floor right next to Nyx
we love a
and
cone.
release a you see as this like yellowish gas builds inside of its throat, and then as it makes this like large roaring action, there's just like this yellow gas that permeates on the floor. And at first you think to hold your breath, but it seems to just but this like stinging sensation, almost like your mouth and like nose are filled with like this like ginger or something like that, but a million times more potent, um, goes into you. And I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ryan, I have a question too.
Yes.
I'm assuming because I fell, am I knocked prone when I hit the ground?
Make an acrobatics check for me.
Is that a Constitution saving throw to be poisoned?
No, it is not.
Unfortunate, man.
21.
All right.
Okay.
My acrobatics is 21. Sorry. Constitution.
21. No, you are not prone.
Okay.
I got a nat 1.
Nat 1. Okay. Nyx.
17.
17. Nyx just barely succeeds. Crumbs,
Oh
you are
God.
paralyzed.
Ooh,
Oh my God.
Oh no.
that's nice.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh wait, I should have had advantage on that dexterity saving throw. That's fine. It's okay.
why would you have advantage on that?
I have advantage on dex against effects that I can see while not blinded, deafened, or incapacitated. So I would
Danger
have had
sense.
advantage.
You're
on
right.
that.
You're
It's
right.
okay.
Either way, you succeeded, but keep that in mind.
Oh,
All
that was
right.
I meant for the Oh wait, no. When I got knocked off the tree, that was strength, right?
That was strength.
Okay, yeah. Never mind.
It's
Never
not
mind.
like-
Disregard statement.
It's not like a disease that paralyzed me, is it, by any chance?
No, it is not. You like this breath comes out of you, and at first you get filled with like a sense of confidence, like, oh, I'm not worried about this. I'm
It's
not
like-
organic, and you can feel immediately as this like
It starts,
corrosion and
like,
rust goes
halting my
around your
ears.
joints, and you're just like, oh no, and it literally just like mucks up your joints and all your gears. And you are paralyzed for a minute. Next is your turn. At the end of your turn, you can repeat the saving throw.
10.
10. You did not succeed. You're still paralyzed. Oh, and sorry, but before the end of its turn, it is going to fly up. It is going to fly 40 feet into the air. It is not climbing on the canopy. It is just flying 40 feet up above your head. Nyx, you get an attack of opportunity against it.
Cool. Uh, 23.
23, that hits.
Yes.
Aren't you excited about that?
Sorry, let me get back.
Get it. Get it.
Also,
Gotta do,
Aether,
like-
are you... No, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm gonna do like 5 damage.
5
I
damage
rolled-
total.
I rolled a 5. 5 plus 3, which is 8, plus 2, which is 10 damage.
10
Ooh.
damage.
Every time
That
I
was
check
wonderful.
something new, I learn something else that I forgot. Like, Ryan gave me the
no.
chef feat for free because you guys got like 2 free feats. And I just clicked it and realized that the chef feat lets you increase your constitution or wisdom by 1, and I never did that.
No.
You're doing
Like,
great.
what am I doing?
This is a great day.
What is wrong with me?
All right. Let's see. Now that is the end of its turn. Crumbs did his turn, so now we're back on Aether.
Okay. Is Crumbs medium or large?
I'm medium.
Medium.
Okay. For my bonus action, I'm going to make do the thing where my shield releases ice and makes an ice wall in front of Crumbs.
Nice.
So you get 3/4 cover while you're paralyzed. And I, for my action, am gonna bamf out my wings and fly up, kind of diagonal, so we're not all standing in a line anymore. Because that was such a dumb decision. I don't know why.
Smart.
You guys haven't had a lot of experience with dragons. So where are you moving? Sorry.
Like diagonal to the right and down, I'd say.
Okay, how many blocks?
Um, as far as I can, honestly.
Two,
So like,
three,
yeah, that looks great. Right near
so
that.
you can move 6 total, so you can move all the way over here.
Really? Oh, I assumed because it was diagonal, I couldn't. I'll stick like right behind that tree circle, the big
Right
one,
here?
the
Oh,
big
okay.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah, right there.
like
That's
here.
great.
Okay, sounds great. So while you're behind there, you have 3/4 cover, which I believe also means you have advantage on dexterity saving throws.
It says I get a +5 to AC and dexterity saving throws.
That is correct.
Nice.
Indeed. Except the only problem with that is being paralyzed, I automatically fail dexterity saving throws, so it doesn't really matter very much. But
That's
at least
also
my
true.
AC's higher.
Um,
That's something.
all right. Aether, are you doing anything else? Oh yeah,
Hey.
keep in mind your shield is on that wall.
Yeah,
Okay, as long as you know.
I was just attempting to help, and now I realize it probably won't help. But you know, it's
If
fine.
it Well, what you've done is you've made increased his AC dramatically. So if it goes in for a full round of attacks against Crumbs, next turn, they're not all critical. Like it's less likely that he's gonna hit with a full round of attacks, which will be critical hits.
Cool.
So that's a fantastic move. Don't know if it'll work, but it's a good move. Next up is that's your bonus action, right? Aether, what are you doing for your action?
My action was bamfing my wings out and flying up.
Oh, are you flying up as well?
Yeah, that's why I was confused as to why I could move so many squares because I was going up and then
Right.
diagonal.
Up and diagonal? So you're going
Yeah.
third equal in both proportions?
No, just like up. Let me think about distance. Uh, I'll go like up 20 to the side 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you'll be right here.
sure.
Okay. Um,
Advantage.
yeah, that'll work. Keep in mind how high you are up.
Hmm.
Um, all right. Next is layer actions. I'm going to need
Forget to move
all.
Aether's little thing back too. For...
Oh, yes, thank you.
Mhm.
You holding that, Aether?
Yeah, Wonder Spark.
Yep. Okay. Now we are going to do a.
Sick.
Right here. There is a. I want it to be this, actually. Sorry. What are you doing? Okay, whatever. Delete that. This circle. Yeah, that'll do. Of just a fog cloud erupts in this area, and I think it'll cover this. So Aether, you are just at the edge of the radius of this fog cloud. So
Mhm.
you can see out and around it, but you can't see through it. You don't
Okay.
know where he is. Crumbs is.
Where Crumb? Okay.
Yeah.
It's alright. Crumbs scouts.
Make those
Um,
match pies.
All right, who's up next? That is going to be Nyx. You're up.
Cool. I don't think this is going to work, but I'm gonna try it for flavor's sake.
Do it.
So usually when I transform how I look, it takes an action.
Sure.
I'm going to take an action to mimic its appearance. So the metal scale look, the vines look, in an attempt to confuse it.
One.
Make an insight check on this creature.
Insight?
From the way Ryan described it before.
Oh yeah, I forgot to ask a question.
18.
18. Um, you've met dragons now. You know that they are conscious, intelligent beings. This creature is acting like an intelligent predator, but not a consciously intelligent being, which makes you think that maybe you could confuse it in such a way, but you don't expect you would confuse it like that.
Okay. So I shouldn't transform.
You can transform, but I'm just saying, like, ooh, look, I look like you, isn't going to confuse it like a person would be confused. It still just sees a, like, thing that it wants to kill.
Okay. So then
If
would
you were
that
to do something that would accommodate more of a, like, animalistic predator, then maybe you would do better.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and attack then instead of
It is 40 feet up in there.
it's 40 feet up in the air right now. I thought it was on the
Yes.
ground.
Nope.
It flew up.
What an
That's why you got
No.
an attack of opportunity against it.
That's why I got an attack. Okay. Shoot. Hold on, let me look at this other things that I can do real quick. Sorry.
Aether, you had a question earlier? Okay, no.
It's all
Can
good.
I?
I can ask.
So it's by that, is it by a tree?
No, it's just flying right now, but it is technically within the canopy. I want you to understand that, like, there are several layers of canopy. You can climb anywhere upward.
Can I thunderstep up?
Ooh.
1000% you can. I don't really remember how you got Thunderstep.
From my giant apprenticeship, I learned the spell. Thunderstep was an option.
Okay. Yes, that's fine. Definitely meant for you to have that.
It can change. I can
It's in there right now, and that's on me, so you have Thunderstep.
Okay.
Yes, you absolutely can. So you cast Thunderstep. You can go what? How far up?
The range/area is 90 feet.
90 feet. You can be wherever you want around it.
I want to be directly on top of it so that I
Got it.
land on top of
Ride
it.
it.
Yes, go ahead.
Cool. So I'm going to do that. And then when I land, it's going to be any creature within 10 feet of space. So I'm assuming just that. We'll have to
Is
make
it when you land or when you blast off with Thunderstep?
Oh, it's immediately after you disappear.
Yeah, so it's where you were that does damage.
Okay.
I'd actually like for you to still roll damage for me, please.
Okay, well, it has to make a... The things that are within 10 feet have to make a constitution save.
Which is nothing. Nothing is within 10 feet.
Okay.
But I'd
about
like
that
you to roll
tree,
damage
Brian?
because there is a tree, which won't roll a save, but it will take damage.
Okay, let me find my D10 because I never use D10s. 15 damage.
15 damage.
Force damage.
All
Thunder damage.
right.
Sorry, thunder damage.
All right, thank you very much. And now you're on top of the dragon. What are you doing?
Attacking.
Rodeo.
Okay,
I assume.
make your attack rolls. Keep in mind, you only have 2.
Yes. The first one is 21 to hit.
Now, here's something to keep in mind. You can grapple it, which won't hold it still, but means you're attached to it. But this would mean you have to hit and say you're grappling instead of doing damage. You got me?
Yes. So
Otherwise, if it moves, you stay where you are and it goes somewhere else.
Oh, I thought I was gonna like fall onto it basically.
Right, for sure. But for you to like stay on board it, you need to like use an attack roll for that.
Oh, okay. So then I'll just go ahead and use that. If that 21 hits, I'll use that to grapple.
Okay. Either way, moving or just doing full round of attacks or grappling are both fine. But okay, I'm gonna say you've grappled onto its neck, and I believe that gives you advantage on future attacks against it. in the meantime, that's what we're going with. When
Okay.
you're grappled to something, you have advantage on attacking it. Until I'm proven
Um,
otherwise.
So then the second attack is a 22.
That hits.
Dope. Not a lot. That's 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay. Thank you. All right, you like wedge your blade, and you like kind of grab it around one of its frills on the back of its like neck, and then you wedge a blade underneath one of the scales, and you see like a mix of like dark blood that looks like it's oxidized for a while and it's been dead for a long time.
Interesting.
Um, and it seems like it's being puppeted by this plant. All right, so you are up on it. Now is its turn, and we are going to roll. Okay. To see if it regained its dragon breath. And what it's going to do is it's going to fly to the ground and in and amongst the fog cloud. So nobody in here can see anything, and it is going to try to make attacks against Crumbs.
Does it have disadvantage because of the grapple?
No. It's too large.
Okay.
Normally, yes, if it was your size, but I'm not giving that with a large
I
creature.
mean, technically, if it was her size, it wouldn't be able to move at all.
Her size?
If she was
She's
if you grapple something that is your size, it can't move.
right, but it's larger than her.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it just moves.
So first is a bite attack, which is a 28 to hit.
Yeah, I'll just let you know that if he's attacking through that thing, my AC is 22.
Okay, awesome.
But he has advantage because I'm paralyzed.
Yes, you're right. The second one, I got a 2 and a 3 with its second claw attack, or with its first claw attack.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, I got a 2, a 3, and a 3 and a 4. So none of the claw attacks hit. However, the bite does. It like reaches its head over top of the barrier, and and by the way, it doesn't seem to be affected at all by the inability to see in this area. Reaches its head over, it bites onto Crumbs, and tries to like tear like reach its arms around the shield wall to like it kind of tear Crumbs apart there, but can't seem to like quite reach with the way it's built. So it's just the bite attack. So that's going to be that's okay. That's 17 damage. Oh, but it's auto crit, so that is 28 damage.
Oh yeah, that's lovely.
Certainly not as bad as it could have been.
That's
All
certainly-
right, that
It'll wake you up in the morning though.
yeah, for sure. That's the end of its turn. Next is Crumbs.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I guess at the end of my turn, we'll see if I can stop being paralyzed. Oh my god, dude. It was like... I got a 23. It was literally sitting on the 1. It was like fully stationary on the 1 and then tipped on the 19 anyway.
Oh, that's it. The dice gods were looking out for you. All right, you're able to shake it off, and there's just like a moment after you got hit that you feel like alarms going off inside your head, and you see like warning, emergency mode, activate, and just like your gears hit overdrive and just like break off all the gunk and corruption that's or corrosion that was keeping you still, and then you're able to keep going.
Can I have a
All right,
bonus?
so you're
Can I have a bonus action?
sure.
Nice! You shouldn't have done
No,
that.
wait, no, you don't. Of course you
No!
don't. That's not how
I
this
hate
works.
you.
If you rolled a natural 20, the answer would be yes.
Fine, that's fair.
For flavor purposes.
I was like
All right.
so ready for that. I was gonna rage, or I was gonna do like my transformation thing and be resistant to all damage.
Fair enough. But all right, that is Aether's turn.
Can I see the dragon above the fog cloud?
Also, Matt, I have a disappointing thing to remind you of. This is a silver dragon. But yes, Aether can see around above the fog cloud.
I
Not
just
through it,
realized I was muted. The second I saw
Yeah.
that icon on your battle map, I was upset. Like the second I
Mhm.
saw it, because I said, first of all, that's a silver dragon. I could tell what the picture was.
Mhm.
And second of all, fuck you.
All right, Aether, what are you up to?
What was the answer? I can see it or I can't see it.
Yes, you can see above the fog cloud and like all that stuff, but you can't see through it. So you have no idea what's going on in there.
But I can see the dragon.
Uh, no, you
That
cannot
was
see the
my
dragon.
question.
Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Um. And the fog cloud just like erupted from the plants. That wasn't the dragon's doing.
Um, it didn't seem unrelated. I'm gonna say that like a bunch of flowers around the that like in that area burst and like a bunch of fog came out. However, it does seem related to the dragon. The forest wasn't doing stuff like this before, and it's doing
Yeah.
stuff that are strategically advantageous to the dragon.
Right. And then my other question you confirmed earlier, so I don't even need to ask that anymore. I guess I can just start out with my thing trying to shoot at the dragon, though I assume would Wonder Spark get disadvantage because it's a cannon? I mean, it would make sense because I can't see.
Yes, it will have disadvantage because I think it's using you to fire at it. Keep in mind, if you roll very badly, you will hit Nyx.
Do it.
This one isn't that bad though. It's just Wonder Spark.
Make sure you've been adjusting the damage of that according to level, but go ahead.
I don't think it changes.
It better.
Eldritch, let me look. Cannon. That's a 17 to hit. I don't think that hits.
That just misses.
No.
Um,
Sadness.
I'll check that later. And then I guess I can try. I can't see it, so I don't want to use a good spell. I'm just gonna. Here's what I'm gonna do. I saw where it flew in, right?
Mhm.
I'm gonna cast bubble bombs again above it, but like have them floating there, waiting for it to move.
Oh, okay. So you know where it flew in.
Yeah.
So you think you know where it is, and you are right.
And I'm gonna put like a triangle. Like,
okay.
I dare you to move out of this little triangle dragon. I dare you. So they're just gonna be chilling, like a little Triforce.
Okay. All right. That's exactly what that spell is for. Love it.
And then I'm gonna fly above those to the side a little more. So like when they explode, they won't explode on me necessarily. Like I'll be above. Above Crumbs. But you can just go next to him for now because it's a
for sure
map.
Yeah, so you're above Crumbs, we'll say. All right, that's a very clever move. I don't know that it'll work out for you, but it was very clever.
Try my best.
Okay, and who's up next? Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Now is a layer action. This fog cloud. Let's see.
The fog cloud turns into a dragon.
The fog cloud dissipates, but actually only Crumbs will be affected by this. Yeah, I'm gonna say only Crumbs. Crumbs, make a strength saving throw.
Conveniently, I just improved my strength by finally using that ability score thing. That's not gonna matter very much though. That's a 9.
9. Your speed is 0.
That's
You're not restrained or anything, but your speed is 0.
That's tasty. That's not like a poison or disease or anything, is it?
No, it's the grass like weaving in and around your legs.
Yeah,
This is just beat up Crumb's day.
It really is. He's the only one on the ground.
Man.
I can't fly. I'm like 3 tons of steel. What am I supposed to do? Jump
I know.
big?
I'm sorry. Okay. Next is Nyx.
Get him, Nyx.
This is what I get.
Okay. I'm gonna slash 3 times.
Okay. You look up a.
Damage. Let me roll my other 3 attacks. Misses.
Mhm.
And that one's a 20, not natural.
That hits.
Okay, that damage will be just 8.
All right.
We love to see it.
Woohoo.
All right. Yeah, you like you do the same thing you did last time where you wedge it underneath of a scale, but this time you wedge it like in the neck, and you can feel where the edge hits something that is at first you think it's an like it's just another vine inside of it, but as you pull out, like the scale underneath folds out, and then you see just like a whole artery just comes out, and it's like a the stringy tube and blood it starts just pouring out of it.
Uh-oh.
All right. Now it is the dragon's turn, unless you're doing something else.
I think I can't do anything else.
You can move if you would like.
Oh, I was supposed to have advantage on those attacks.
Yeah, go ahead. See if you got a crit on any of the others.
Okay. I'll re-roll one of them. No, that's still a miss.
Hmm.
And no crits. So everything's
Okay.
the same. Yeah, I
Sounds
won't
good.
move. I'll stay on it. Keep it grappled.
I rolled a perception check. Aether, what's your spell DC?
My spell DC is 15.
Okay. It doesn't notice the orbs above its head,
Cool.
but no. Okay, this is what we're doing.
Okay.
It is going to do a cold breath that will hit both Aether and Crumbs.
Finally decided to like clean up the battle scene on the Streamlabs thing. Because usually I just took like a block out of Discord, but then you have like the weird thing at the top where it just shows the stream again, but darker and we're not lined up. So I like cut it into 2 different things and made it clean. And then I switched the scene, and then about 15 seconds later I realized I forgot to add audio capture to that scene. So there's gonna be like a solid 15 seconds where like I think it was Lizzie's turn. Lizzie like said what she was gonna be doing, and it just didn't.
Oh no.
Okay, that's all right.
It was like
All right. So, Constitution saving throws from.
You right.
Does it change anything that I'm 20 feet in the air?
No, it does not.
Okay.
You're looking out for me on that poison and disease, right, Ryan?
Yeah, yeah.
I got 23.
23. 15. Crumbs, you do good. Aether does not.
Yikes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll this on my phone. All right. Crumbs takes 25 points of cold damage.
That's real rude, Ryan. You really gave me some false sense of accomplishment there.
That means Aether takes 50.
Uh-huh. Whoa.
Oh my god. Are you okay?
I'm really glad I had those cookies.
All right.
The 4 temp HP of cookies, that's why you're glad?
Yes, because I have 51 hit points.
And
Okay.
then it is going to fly up and back. It flies up 30 feet and back 10. It seems like it's able to fly farther, but it's trying to keep its distance. Each of these blow up.
Sick.
Can I, what is it, dexterity saving throw?
Yes.
Is that wall still there?
Yes, yes it is.
Nice. Then we have advantage because we're behind it.
Well, I'm flying.
No,
Go.
Nyx,
Oh,
Nyx does
she's
a
not.
it does a dexterity saving throw from the bubbles, and it gets a 16.
Oh, it. Oh.
Sad.
I thought they were like blowing up, and we
It
would have
still
to.
takes. No, they're in the air. It still takes half damage though. So.
Do I have
Mhm.
do I have to make a
I'm
dex?
trying my best. Okay, let's see here. This is. It takes 6 because I rolled 12. 6 lightning damage. Great.
All of them explode. Was that damage for each of them?
Yes, it was. They're only 1d6 because I only cast them at first level since I didn't know if it was going to even work or not.
Okay, so it's 6 damage total.
Yep.
Is that already halved or?
Yeah, because I
Okay.
rolled 12. Just 3d6.
And Nyx takes 2 damage halved to 1.
Whoop.
And you get hit by one of them, but like you don't need to run a dexterity saving throw because based on that damage, each of them do 2 damage. It's fine. All right. Actually, Crumbs gets an attack of opportunity on the dragon as it flies away.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I don't think there's really much that I can do to a single attack, so I guess I'll
Gotta need blasters.
just make the old swing. That's a 16.
16 to hit. That misses.
Yeah.
So next up is Crumbs.
Oh, finally!
So there's a shield wall in front of you. Yeah, that's all.
Oh yeah, I can't move either.
Yeah.
Just want to do something. just want to accomplish something with my life. Okay. Well, first of all, I'll use my bonus action to transform. Because that's something that I have to do, or I'll literally die. So that's good. That's a good first step.
So you go into like combat mode. You see his eyes glow red, and you go.
Indeed.
Yes.
I can't remember if that's something. Oh yes, I have to go here and change it. Okay. So yeah, I get big, like the plates and stuff. It gets wide, a real beefy boy. Yeah, and then I just so I don't die next time he decides to poke me or breathe in my general direction. Yeah, but then I don't really have a whole lot going for me. Because he's over there and I'm over here. I mean, I probably could break out of this thing, but like... will this thing affect my ability to hit him with something at range?
No.
Oh, okay. That changes everything, Ryan. It changes everything. Unfortunately...
You can like reach over it and fire.
Sure. Alright. In that case, I'm gonna go with a good old... a classic. I'm gonna hit him with a guiding bolt. Or I'm gonna try to hit him.
Oh, okay. What does that look like for you?
I mean, it's big. It's just a
Celestial energy cannon.
just a big beam of radiant energy. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I imagine he just does the old like slaps his hands together. They turn into a big gun, and he just goes. Boom.
Okay, awesome. Make your attack roll.
See if I can even hit him. That'd be a good start. No. Okay, that's my turn.
Oh,
Turn over.
I'm so sorry, Matt.
Cast it
It
at
was a great
second-
idea too.
Second level too.
I'm so sorry.
It is.
All
what it
right,
is.
that sucks.
He gets all
Uh,
big, and he's just like, "I'm gonna get you now." Misses entirely.
off the side. All right, Aether, you are up next.
Amazing. Okay, so, is it possible to get kind of like, I don't know, I want to fly back down so that I'm also kind of behind the wall and also kind of behind that tree so I have some semblance of cover, because, like, dear
Sure,
God,
sure.
I'm
Get in
so
my
low on
stomach,
health.
Aether. I'll protect.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll allow
Turn
that.
into a cookie.
Oh no.
You have 3/4 cover.
Okay, cool. You know, okay. Is health potions bonus action or action?
Normally action for us, it's bonus action.
Is it
Okay.
an action?
For my
Yes.
action, then I'm going to attempt to cast Scorching Ray at this boy that's attacking us. Let's see here. So I'll make a ranged spell attack for each ray.
Mhm.
That's a 10. That's a 13. Oh my god, that's an 11. Wow. Those were
Oh.
bad rolls.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry.
What is happening? Okay, so that does absolutely nothing.
Okay. So last turn, you guys were blasted with like cold, and just like sheets of ice literally form around your body. There's like icicles going backwards attached to your body behind you, and as you move, you're like breaking ice off of you. So your wings are like kind of fluttering, barely able to keep going because just
Yeah.
like they're too super cooled. Um, uh, you can like barely feel your skin, and you're reaching out and like fire out. I guess it's a like small cannons or something that fire
Yeah.
out these like fire blasts, but your hand is shaking too much and you can't hit any of them. Although
Not
the
happy.
warmth of the cannon does heat you up.
Nice. Okay. Then I guess I'm just gonna have Wonder Spark just move like 10 feet, and so it can see the dragon and
Sure.
try to shoot at it. I guess. Let's use a different dice. Let's
Here,
use.
I'm gonna
the
do it right there. So it goes between the wall and the.
Natural 20 for Wonder Spark.
Hey.
Okay. So that is 2d8. Nice. 4. So 8. Because I'm just rolling so bad today. That's fine.
I'm so sorry.
It is
Okay, so now we have. It is layer action. So what happens now is a fog cloud appears surrounding just Nyx and it in the air. It seems to be protecting itself for a second. Okay. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do the action that makes the most sense.
nice. Kill us
Nyx
all.
gets
Do
eaten.
it.
Well, on its turn, Nyx, go ahead. No, actually, it's better for you than it is than you think it is.
Okay. Well, slash.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now that I feel like, just to make this a little more flavorful, now that I feel like it's the plant that is controlling it rather than the dragon,
Mm-hmm.
not this, I think this is gonna make a difference damage-wise. I'm gonna attack more of the vines than the metal. Just like now I feel like I'm getting the hang of like knowing how to attack it. Like I'm getting to this one spot in the metal scale, but like metal is hard to get through. But just like flavor text, I suppose.
I like that and I appreciate it. If you weren't already getting advantage on these attacks, I would give it to you
Okay.
on the first attack. But you're fine. I appreciate that. In fact, I'll give you an inspiration die.
Hey!
Ooh.
Mhm.
Coolio!
There you go. That's the reward I'll give you. All right, go
Jeez.
ahead on your attacks.
Okay, first one's a miss.
Mhm.
Thank God for advantage. Second one's a miss. Third one's also a miss, but can I use this inspiration dice to reroll one?
Absolutely, you can.
Come on, I need to get a hit in. Natural 20!
Are you okay? All right. All right.
Yes!
All right. Go ahead.
Okay. 6 plus 3 is 9 plus 2 is 11. I did
Well
something.
done. All right. So, oh, I'm so sorry.
Hmm.
I did this and I didn't even think about it. Um, all right. I'm not gonna change anything that just happened, but all of those should have been normal attacks and none of them should have been at advantage because you're now in a fog cloud and can't see anything.
Oh, even though I grappled?
So you're grappled, which gives you advantage. The fog cloud gives you disadvantage. They should have been straight rolls. I'm not going to do anything. You missed on all of them. You expended your inspiration, so we'll go with that. But so I'm just going to not give you a lot of leeway in what's about to happen to you.
Oh boy.
Because I think that's fair. So now it's its turn. Its first attack is going to be a bite attack against you as it reaches its head around. Actually, no, it's not a bite attack. It's going to use its first attack action to try to. It's going to use its first to like try to get you off of its back.
Okay.
This is contested athletics, I think.
Okay. I think I get advantage on that, right? Yeah, because I'm raging.
Okay. Oh, and I'm gonna say you have disadvantage because you can't see.
Okay, so it's just a straight roll.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. 25.
All right, so that does not happen. All right, so its next two attacks, because it used one during that, will be straight rolls because it can see you, you can't see it. But it is all right, yeah. So those are just normal attacks. You're still grappling it.
Cool.
All right, the first one for sure hits. The second one also hits. I'm just gonna roll to see what they would have been if they were at advantage. You avoided a natural 20. Congratulations.
Okay. Yay.
First attack, 20. Wait, sorry. 21 points of damage.
Okay.
Uh, the second is 12 points of damage.
Oh.
And you can have each of those, but because it reaches around and tries to like bite at you with it uses its long neck to try to bite at you, and the second one it like uses one of its claws to basically like scratch at you, but it's not in a good position to do so. And now we're gonna see if it gets its breath weapon back. Let's find out. All right, now it is going to be Crumb's turn.
I don't like that at all.
It's 30 feet up in the air, and there's just a whole ring, just a circle of fog around it. You hear the sounds of combat in there, of growling and snarling and like bone against metal.
Okay. Um. As much as I don't want to like kind of waste my wait, it's in the fog cloud right now though. So I can't see Nick.
That's correct.
That's disgusting. Hate you.
Mm.
That's fine. Okay. Well, then in that case, I suppose, I was gonna do Blast, but I didn't think about not being able to see Nick's. I just was looking at something like 2 seconds ago. Now I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, I'll be right back.
You're good. That's fine. I have time to think now. It's all good. Oh, he's already back. Ah, shit.
Back, sorry.
I was like, I have time to think, and then you were back already anyway. Yeah, I don't really know if I want to do anything, just because kinda stuck.
You're
Not
not
being
gonna make a
able to
ranged
see it.
attack against it or anything?
I mean, yeah, well, I guess I could, but I have disadvantage, and it already has a ridiculously high AC. So it's
Yeah.
like, is that even like worth doing? I think instead I'm going to. Can I take like an action to try and break free of this like shit on my legs?
Yes, I'm sorry, that's gone now. You can move.
Oh,
That only lasted one
nice.
turn. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. It doesn't change much. That was just me like, oh, maybe I'll use my action to do this. But okay, that's already done then. All right.
Mhm.
Well, bonus action. I'll use my bonus action to regain a spell slot. Because that's something I can do. And
That's pretty
then
cool.
I think I will. See, I don't want to do that because I can't see Nyx with that either. Not being able to see Nyx is really hurting all of my options right now. I'll be honest.
Mhm.
What is this one? Okay. I don't like that. I'm going to walk over to my good pal. Oh, well, hang on. That is a material component. Ryan, if something has a material component that is rings that cost money that we both have to wear, how do you feel about that material component?
Is that Astrid's Bonds of Heroes?
It's warding bond.
Oh.
A pair of platinum rings you worth at least 50 gold each, which even the target
Cast
must
how
wear.
long it takes to cast that spell.
An action.
Oh, okay. Make an intelligence check for me.
Sure. I'm such a smart guy. That's a 6.
No, you didn't think about it ahead of time.
Alright.
You just needed to beat a 10.
I also don't have that much money anyway, so it's fine.
All right.
Okay. Okay. The decision part is coming right now. Here we go. Actions. Yeah, you know what? What am I gonna do? Oh, hang on. It can hear. Oh, well, it's more than 30 feet away. God damn it, dude. Every idea. It's just.
If you move directly under it, you will be within 30 feet of it.
Can I make a simple check to determine whether or not this thing is in fact undead?
Sure. Go ahead. Make an insight check or anything like that.
Or if it's like
Or
a puppet of some kind. It's probably
make an Arcana or Nature check.
Well, I got okay. Well, that's 16 plus 1, so 17.
You think for the purposes of this, yes, that dragon is dead. Yes, it is acting, but not because there's an undead magic on it or any form of necromancy. It's because there's literally a plant puppeting it.
Okay.
This is not undead.
Just gonna shoot a guiding bolt at it.
Right.
With
You roll a disadvantage.
Which, yeah,
Mhm.
I need to roll again. Oh, that first one was so good, though. Oh, please. No! Oh! Oh, I did so much spinning. Oh, okay. 23.
That does hit. Okay.
I accomplished something. Oh my god! I got 2 6s and 2 5s. 22 radiant damage.
22 radiant damage.
Blammo.
All right.
What a good decision. That was just a first level, because I didn't want to waste the second one shooting into a fog cloud.
How much is that? 46?
Yeah, it's 46, and I got 2 6s and 2 5s.
Fire spells are overpowered.
No, I just got 2 6s and 2 5s. That's not overpowered. That's just
No,
the best
guiding
damage
bolt.
roll I've ever seen.
Guiding bolt is crazy.
No.
All right, and the next attacking against it is at advantage. Now
Oh,
it is
yeah,
Aether's
that
turn.
too. I forgot about that part.
Okay.
And because it is in his fog cloud, you see he fires this like cannon into it, and there's just like this glow that hits its scales and is refracting in all directions. Aether, you can see where it is in the fog.
I was about to
It
ask.
is
Again, it's been a while. I don't remember anything that I have. However,
Mhm.
I did just remember that I have those magic goggles. Do those help in this situation at all?
What do they do?
While wearing the goggles in their dormant state, you can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 60 feet. And you have advantage on intelligence, investigation, and wisdom perception checks that rely on sight. I wasn't sure if that did anything. Probably
For the
not.
purposes of this, no. If you make a perception check of some kind, yes.
Cool. Okay, so first I'm going to just chug a healing potion.
Great.
Before I do that, get 10 back. Okay, and then I'm going to try once again to cast Scorching Ray.
Mhm.
Where did my spells go? Okay, well I know it's a.
Make them each one at a time because the first one that hits is at advantage.
Okay, that was a 17.
Misses.
Wait, I rolled an 11 plus 7, so that's 18.
Oh, 18. So that hits. Now the rest of your attacks are normal,
Regular,
not
yeah.
at advantage.
Okay, so 17, 20, not natural.
Mhm.
And 22, not natural.
All right.
Nice, things are working out now. Now, if I could just find my spell page.
Sure.
So that will be, well, for the first one, since they're each 2d6, the first one is 11, but because I still have my wings, because I think it's only been like 4 or 5 turns and they last for 10.
Can you give me all the fire damage first?
Sure. I wasn't sure if this mattered. Okay, so 11 for the first one. Then I can't do any math right now. 6, so 17 so far, and 24, and then I also have pumping in the radiant damage for my wings, so that's 32 points of damage. Ah,
And how much was the radiant damage?
8. 8 of that. 24 fire, 8 radiant. Pew pew.
All right. So you release this cannon, you see the fire blasts out, and as soon as it does, you can see that there's like holes, cavernous holes throughout the body of this dragon, and inside of that there's vines. You release these flaming bolts of energy, and each time you do, you see the vines just eviscerate in flame. It is vulnerable to fire damage.
Yeah.
You deal double the damage. You eviscerated this dragon in this
So
turn.
48 fire damage.
Correct.
Yes.
Good thing I
So you tore
no
it. It
wind.
is starting to look very rough.
Starting.
Yes.
That's great. That's fine. That's why I'm staying behind my little ice wall.
I mean,
All right.
not to say that Crumbs would have changed the fight, but to be fair, I have only done one turn of meaningful things so far.
That's fair.
All right. That's the end of your turn. The next is the layer action. This fog disappears. Aether and Quipper, both of you,
Flipper.
sorry, Crumbs,
It is what
both
it
of
is.
you, make strength saving throws.
Hey, I got advantage because I'm big.
Great. This Vex dice is helping me out tonight. Just kidding. 7.
16.
Crumbs succeeds. Now is Nyx's turn.
I got
Also.
7. Does that mean something?
You fail. Your speed is 0.
Cool. Okay. That is better than what it could have been.
I've also just had a very unfortunate realization for Aether's sake, which was that I am in fact below half my hit points and transformed. So on my next turn, I
Yes.
have to make a Wisdom saving throw.
All right. What are you up to, Nyx?
First, I'm gonna say this, even though I don't think we have any viewers besides ourselves, but I posted the intro to our Instagram, so if people want to go look at it, it's there, and eventually I think we're putting it on YouTube. It's beautiful and wonderful, as you can see. It makes me want to cry every time I see it.
Awesome.
Anywho's it, I'm gonna do what I do best in Stab. Aiming for the vines again. Do I still have disadvantage, or am I back to...
You're back to normal, so you have
So,
advantage on your attacks.
advantage. Okay, cool. Okay, first attack is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Sorry, let me get to my thing. Second is a 20, not natural.
That hits.
Third is another 20, not natural, so all of them hit.
Those all hit.
Question, do I get sneak attack damage?
Yes, you do, because you have advantage on the hits.
Right.
So only on the first one. Remember, you only get sneak attack on 1 hit.
Right. I realized I hadn't been doing this up till this point, so. Sorry. 6. 2. 11 plus 3 is 14 plus 2 is 16 on the first one. 3 on the second. And 8 on the third.
All right. Okay. Great job. You just tear into it. You see it's like flying is like staggered now. It seems like it's barely able to keep itself in the air.
I was just super inspired by Aether's just complete annihilation of it, so I'm just like, ooh, good job.
All right. Now is its turn. Okay. It does not get its breath weapon back.
What a chump this guy is.
It is going to make a move of desperation. It can see that things are not going well for itself.
You don't gotta do that. It's okay.
So it is going to fly. It is going to double dash straight up into the air and goes 160 feet up, which puts it 210 feet above the ground.
Oh boy.
All right. It is going to do that, and I'm going to give it, based on that, free action of trying to get you off, Nyx.
Okay.
Just because I think it's reasonable. Make an athletics check.
20, not natural.
20, not natural. You do succeed. You're still on board.
Hey, can't get
Okay.
rid of me, bitch.
That is the end of its turn.
I'm like an annoying fly. I'm just gonna keep biting you.
It is now above the canopy. Nobody on the ground can see it.
We can see your screen, by the way.
Oh, that's great.
The May.
Okay.
Great.
Just
Uh,
did a Google full image.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, and that is going to be it for that. I wonder what's gonna happen now. Yeah, so that's the end of its turn. It's Crumb's turn.
I'm ready to get brutally murdered.
Nah. Wish I had
You
those
see
rings.
Crumbs looks different. When he's in combat mode, he stops looking like the friendly baking machine. He actually looks like a robot on a warpath. And you can see just like
He
you can
faces-
hear faint.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
No, you got it.
You can hear like red alert signs going on inside. He's got red eyes, and what Crumb sees is just like full battle mode. Just like it looks like when Spider-Man goes into instant kill mode.
Pretty much. I imagine
Mhm.
that his eyes are basically just lights. They're usually like
Yeah.
blue or yellow or like something, and he's just like, you know. And then he just, when he gets big, his eyes are just straight red, and he basically just looks
Mhm.
like a tank with legs.
Great.
But
Awesome.
while he is basically in full like this is a battlefield and everyone's my enemy, he is pretty wise. So I need to check the DC. I think I have to succeed a DC 8 wisdom saving throw, which is pretty easy. Just want to make sure I make a DC 8. Yeah. That's it. My wisdom is 8. So
Don't roll a natural one.
don't roll on that one. Ooh, no. It was like a 6.
Stop.
Okay, it goes
It's a wrong.
enemy detected. Not an enemy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
Essentially, I imagine it's like he goes back to like his original programming, and nobody around here were like registered as allies in whatever war that he fought. So he's looking around and he's just like, these are all unknown hostiles. But he just looks at Aether for a second and he's just like, nah, I know that person. We're good. We're good. I know them. We don't.
All right. Nyx.
Yeah, 200 feet away though.
Oh yeah, Crumbs. You
Well,
doing
that
anything
was
else?
yeah, that was just to not
Mhm.
hate myself.
Go ahead.
He's 210 feet away though. There's nothing I can really do.
And he's up in the upper canopy, so you can't really see him through the vines.
Yeah. There's not really much I can do here. I mean, I could heal Aether, but I think I'd be better served just... I'm gonna, like, prepare a healing spell.
Okay.
I'm just gonna ready an action. I'm gonna, like, move to be, like, under Nyx.
Mhm.
Actually, no, I'm gonna stay near Aether. I'm gonna stay near Aether, but I'm gonna ready the action of casting, like... I don't know,
Healing word.
can I ready a bonus action? Yeah, like healing word.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
And the
Next up,
constraint
Aether.
is if
What are you doing?
Nyx just dies on impact.
Aether, what are you up to?
I also can't really do anything, so I guess I will heal myself.
Sure.
So I'll cast Cure Wounds on myself, and that is 1d8.
You could also eat one of the temporary hit point cookies as a bonus
I
action.
had that before.
Yeah, they already ate those.
Oh, I thought. Okay. Yeah.
presumably.
Go ahead.
Okay, so that's 8. Okay, so I'm at still bad, but I got some hit points now. Wonder Spark also can't do anything. I seeing where they like flew up, I'll just kind of hold on, let me look at the description of something. If I need to move for it or not. Yeah, I'm gonna go out from behind the ice thing. Can I grab my shield, or would that be like an action to like take?
I think you can just do that. You can do that.
Yeah, I want to take it back so I don't have a 15 AC anymore.
Sure.
And kind of go under where the dragon was because I want to be ready for when Nyx inevitably falls.
Mhm.
I'll just chill there.
Sure.
I have
All right. Now is the layer action. Aether, are you flying?
no
Okay. Aether and Crumbs make strength saving throws.
sick. Wait, I words are not working. Hold on. I failed the last saving throw. My speed was 0, so I can't move.
You're right. I'm sorry.
So
You're
I'm still there.
great job.
Yeah,
All right, so
because
both of you do that then.
I had flown down to go behind the ice wall.
Oh boy, I got an 18 and a 19. That's a 23.
You absolutely succeed.
18!
You succeed. You're
19
both good.
minus 1!
Nyx, you are up.
Literally
Cool.
and
Oh,
metaphorically.
right.
Yeah.
Slash.
Okay, go ahead. Do you have advantage?
Get it? This is not gonna be good.
Just
It's gonna be
kill 'em.
great. What are you
Just
talking
kill 'em
about?
in the middle of the sky. I wish I had feather falling. This would be a good time for it.
18.
Oh, Quipper used to have feather fall. That was great.
That just
That was a
hits.
good.
So how do you want to do this?
Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
good
It
thing-
had 1 hit point.
I can't even remember the last time I had a how do you want to do this? This is so exciting.
Make
Oh my
it good
gosh,
before you splatter.
I'm so excited to just go splat on the ground. Okay. I just want to behead it. Like, I literally just want to go cut the head off.
Okay. So you
And
just
just-
stick your the claw in, and you just circle, and you like stick it in, and then you kind of just do this like weird spin move where you just kind of leap off the side of its body, and then using that momentum, you use the hook-like blade of your arm and just spin around its body, and then you see as all it just begins to slide off, and the wings are still flapping, and then there's just like the vines connecting it, just kind of like the head just hangs off the side of the body, and over time the vines connecting the head just slowly start to strain, and then snap, and then like you hear a large snap like a tendon breaking, and the head just goes falling down, and the body still flies for a second, and then just one wing stops working, and then the other, and then it just begins to plummet in a spiral towards the ground.
I'm just gonna have my arms out like this, like wrapped around, like my legs wrapped around it like before, and just fall with it.
So a funny thing about this, you were just about to leave the top of the canopy. Like you hadn't even escaped the tops of these trees yet.
Wow.
So you're still in and amongst the leaves and the branches, so I would like for you to make an acrobatics check.
Can I see Nyx?
Not yet.
Alrighty.
17.
17. Okay. Um, you just feel your ears pop, and then you just begin to plummet, and then just like as you're falling, you just like hit branch after branch. You're attached to this headless dragon, and just like slamming into branch and branch. Some of them are thick and like fall through vines and other things like that. Let's see how much damage you take.
Can I try to, on the way down, grab onto like a thick branch so I don't fall all the way to the ground?
That's what your acrobatics check was.
That's what my acrobatics check is? Okay.
Yes, you did not succeed.
What? I didn't succeed?
No, it was a very high check,
I rolled a 17! What are you
and the
doing?
DC was 18.
Holy shit,
Oh no.
You're literally falling, like you're falling so quickly down on this giant dragon through like so much canopy and just stuff. You're way more likely to smack your brain
I mean, it makes
Then-
sense, but like,
to elegantly grab onto something.
At least
It
we
makes
have the
sense,
good
Ryan,
brain.
but this is like this is fantasy logic, all right? Time slows down in moments of peril. Everyone knows
JoJo,
that.
it's JoJo logic. Time slows down in a battle.
Okay. So you begin to plummet.
Mhm.
Okay,
So
I
what
already-
you guys see on the bottom is the head of this dragon slams into the ground and just like splats there. And then there's just like it looks like the dragon, but then there's also just a film of blood that spills out beneath it where the side that hit just mushed. And also you can see the armor protected it from like losing most of its shape. However, the inside just got juiced. So like its eyes and stuff, just blood is just pouring out of that. And liquid brain matter effectively. So and then so you see that and it and Aether's like, oh, okay. And then immediately after you're and then the body of the dragon just slams down. Nyx, you take 70 points of damage, halved to 35.
Ooh.
Are you
Because
alive?
Yeah,
you're
of
raging.
course I am.
You're raging. That's why it's halved.
She's
Yeah.
just bumming and she's like, fuck you, ground! And she just hits the ground and she's like, ugh!
All you guys see is the dragon hit the ground. You don't even see Nyx yet. Unlike
I'm just ready.
Nyx makes
I've
herself
got
beam.
my healing word ready to go for when she hits the ground.
I was ready to use my reaction, but I had to see her in order for it to work.
Nyx is just gonna like pop up. Like, you know, like in adrenaline, like people don't realize how injured they are.
Yeah.
He's on such an adrenaline high right now. She's popping up. She's crying on top of that dragon. She's beating her chest.
The second he sees Nyx, my healing word activates, my mouth just opens, a little cannon shoots like this like golden little like paste out, and just hits Nyx.
You just
like,
gets
oh,
covered
there
in
she
this-
is!
Just gets covered in golden goo.
Cool.
It's like 4 hit points. No, it's 7 hit points.
Nyx heals 7 hit points.
Yay. I mean, I'm at 30 HP, so.
He's like, oh, I thought you'd be dead. I thought that was gonna be.
I
waking
didn't
you
get
up,
hit
but-
for most of it because I was on its back.
It tried to, it just never got any good.
Yeah, so I was like
Do
cruising
one-
at like
do one of
75
these.
for most of the fight.
I was at 4.
I know, just like you guys don't have to worry about healing me. I
She
was like, if I
didn't get
fall,
blasted
fine.
by the breath or anything because it didn't
Oh,
roll well
yeah.
on its regeneration.
Yeah.
Man.
All right, what do you guys do?
You guys want to chill out
Right.
for a couple minutes?
You want to skin this thing? Hey, Defum? What? How is it his name? Defum?
Oh, yeah. Is he still
If we-
waiting out there?
You see him go. "Oh, is it dead?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
I got its
Yeah,
head.
he's dead.
Oh, that's pretty gnarly. I say.
Yeah.
Did a great job. Seems like a pretty mean dragon, being all made out of plants and things. Very strange. Never seen a plant dragon. Not like a green dragon. There are green dragons, but not made out of plants.
This
They're green like
head-
plants, but just because something is green, it's not a plant. I learned that.
Yeah.
I think that this thing had been dead. I think this was the dragon thing that went missing about a month ago.
No,
That's
I
all
gotta
we're
say,
talking
it's a little
about?
insensitive to call them dragon things. They're just dragons.
That's true.
Sorry, the dragon.
Back.
I think this was the dragon that went missing a month ago. I think it died and was taken over by this plant that was using it like a puppet, like a
That would
zombie.
make sense.
That sounds like a thing that could happen. Never seen it happen before, but you know how these forces are.
It still doesn't account for the whole memory thing. So, do you think that happened to this missing hunter as well, or maybe something else?
You know, I gotta say, I don't know. It doesn't sound like that's what happened, but I'm not a detective. That's what you're for.
Right.
Oh,
Do you guys do anything with the body?
Yeah,
do
I
you
wanted
want
to
to?
take some scales.
I was gonna say, do we want to skin it? Because Defum wanted some skin.
What about you, Crumbs?
I could cast prayer healing if you guys just want a little bit of hit points to feel better.
That would be amazing.
Takes 10
Can I
minutes.
take some of the scales in case I want to make something for Inoki?
Okay. So Nyx and Aether go over to pick up some scales.
While they're doing
Um,
that, Crumbs is just off. He opens everything up, and he just starts like cooking a nice, hearty snack.
So
Everybody
Crumbs,
gets-
you look over, you see them trying to take some scales off the dragon. before they get to that, Crumbs, you look over for a second, and you see some of the vines within the dragon start to move. And then they seem to animate. And hold up, where did I put you?
What on
Yeah,
earth?
there you are.
I'm just over
They
here,
see-
stirring a pot. He's just like, what the fuck is going on over
Yeah,
there?
you see that for a second, and it is going, and you see this like massive vine starts to spill out, and as you guys are picking scales out, the body just kind of explodes open with this giant like vine creature, vaguely in the shape of a dragon, and like a disgusting kind of way, almost like you guys ever seen the like, the vascular system of the or the circulatory system of a human kind of thing?
Yeah.
It's like that, but made out of vines.
Ah,
He just takes his like wooden spoon, like taps it on the pot, puts it back in his like little belt loop that he has, pushes the pot back into his stomach, latches the door shut, draws his axe.
just another day in the kitchen.
Like, god damn it, I'm just trying to cook some food.
Oh my
me
god.
tear you to
All
pieces
right.
real quick.
I was
it's
wondering
fine.
why you didn't turn the
that
battle music off yet.
never ends. It just goes on and on, my friend.
So it gets 2 advantage attacks against you because it was playing dead.
Against me
That-
or against Aether?
Both you and
Well,
Aether.
Rude.
All right. All right. So Aether, that's a 24 against you. Nyx, natural 20.
Oh no.
Out of curiosity, Ryan, how long in between the end of the fight and this has it been?
Okay.
Literally seconds.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So let's see here. So both Aether and Nyx are grappled and then engulfed by the creature. Vines just wrap around both of you and pull you in.
Great.
You are now both grappled, blinded, and restrained.
Sick.
And unable to breathe. Sorry,
I'm
that's important.
blind, grappled, and restrained.
And unable to breathe.
Yeah, the grapple doesn't really matter when you're restrained, so just think of it as blind, restrained, and unable to breathe.
Can't
Crumbs,
breathe.
you look over, you don't even see them anymore. They just got and swallowed.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Did I roll damage for you guys, by the way?
No. No, you did
Okay.
not.
I might die.
Me too.
I wouldn't worry too much. Well, Aether might die. Aether takes 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Can I do math? Yes, I can. No, I can't.
Nyx, you are no longer... Combat ended. So I think your rage is over. So you take 22 points of bludgeoning damage as you get swallowed up.
Clearly didn't end.
Well, it did, yeah, because you were like, all right, I'm done. I'm going to collect scales.
But what if I was still angry?
Ooh. Angrily punching scales off.
Yeah.
I gave you guys enough time to, like, think about it and, like, hey, what are you guys doing? And you didn't, and you weren't like, I'm gonna use my rage to start, like, tearing it apart. No, you were like, I'm just gonna go pick up some scales. So I think it's fair to say that your rage ended.
Everything's fine.
All right, so we're back in initiative. Next up, Crumbs, it is your turn.
Yeah.
Save us, Crumbs.
Yeah, you could say that it is my turn. So I'm gonna pull out my radiant axe, and then I'm gonna electrify it. So I gotta take use up some of my juice. Oh, nice! I only took 1. And I don't think this needs to be that complicated. I'm pretty sure, unless I just have some abilities here that I want to verify. Gotta make sure I get my extra +1 damage to all of these.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think that's good. I'm just gonna run up to it. And
Mhm.
I'm just gonna hit it.
Yeah, bonk it.
Oh no, come on! Ah! It was on... Ah! Okay, that's 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
Indeed. But I have 2 of those. It's 14 to hit.
That just misses.
We're doing good.
I'm sorry.
Am I sure? Let me just verify that I suck that bad. Hang on, let me check. I think that's it. All right, well, that's my turn.
Right. Aether, you're up.
These are vines, correct? They're just like weirdly mutated from the Feywild, but they're still vines.
Yes, they have, and something you notice about them, they seem to have evolved based on the damage that it took in the like dragon fight.
Uh-huh.
Make a insight or nature check.
Insight sounds great. 16.
Um, you notice that it has the same pigmentation on a lot of its body as the markings on the ground where
Okay.
there was fire.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I have a vial of acid. I'm gonna dump it out and try to make a hole so I can breathe and get out.
Make. All right. I'm just gonna let you do that.
Okay.
You're not gonna deal any damage to it.
Okay.
But I'll give you advantage on your strength check to escape.
Sick. I'm gonna try and escape.
Go ahead, strength check.
10. Let's try it. Oh, yeah, 10. That was a 11 and a natural 1. So 10 and 0.
I'm so sorry. You're just surprised and engulfed in it, like vines wrap around you, and you see the opening that your acid made, and you try to crawl through, and it just like grows back over.
Sick. Cool. I'll get rid of that acid that I had that I was gonna use, but that's fine.
I'm sorry about that.
That's it.
Yeah, you're restrained. Nyx, you're up. No, yeah, Nyx is up.
Okay. Well,
I forgot layer action. Whatever, go ahead.
That's fine.
let me look at what these conditions mean again for me. So I'm gonna have disadvantage on my attacks. Right?
Yep.
Cool. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna... Sorry, hold on one second. I'll just attack it with disadvantage.
Do it.
Ba-ba. But I get my bloody rage.
That's true.
Ooh.
And you go into a rage?
Sorry, wait.
Do you go into a rage?
Fury. Do I go into a rage? I'll go into a rage. I should have damage.
Rage.
Keep in mind that removes one of your attacks.
Yes, I know. But Fury is +3 to attack.
Does she get sneak attack because I'm right next to her in its stomach?
I'm gonna say no, based on I don't know how you sneak attack it in such a disadvantageous position.
19.
19, that hits.
Second attack. 10.
That does not hit.
Cool.
Third attack.
I only get 2, remember? I bonus action raged.
Aren't you in a blood fury though?
Oh, right. I forgot I get a third attack with Blood Fury.
Get it?
I just rolled 2 natural 20s in a row. I
All
can't
right.
be-
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I can't believe that just happened.
No, you're doing great. That's a
How did that happen? I
fantastic
don't
job.
understand.
Get it, kill it.
You're clearly the best roller here.
Get yourself some fidget spinner dice.
I've gone through so many dice today.
Okay, first attack. 5 + 2 is 7. Second attack is 5. Third attack is 14.
Okay.
Holy cow. I was
Well
like, I
done.
literally, I rolled the first 20 and I was like, no, because I'm rolling at disadvantage and I was so sad. I rolled the second one.
All right. That's a great job. Now it is its turn. I need both Aether and Nyx to roll Constitution saving throws.
I die. I should have done a thing.
Dirty 20.
Okay.
Constitution 22.
All right. Both of you succeed. None of you take damage this turn.
Yes.
It is going to do both of its attacks against Crumbs.
Do it. Please. I encourage
First
it.
one misses. The second one for sure hits.
It's fine. It's fine. Let me just check something real quick. Okay.
You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
Non-magical bludgeoning damage? Actually, it doesn't matter.
It's not silvered.
Thing's not made of silver. What do I care?
Yep. No longer, anyway. But I would say it is magical. Let's see.
Yeah, I don't
So,
think it matters.
yeah, it does not. So that happens. So you need to get hit by both of the attacks to be engulfed.
Nice.
With
No,
the exception of
they-
a surprise deck.
They do have to be non-magical attacks, not made with silvered weapons.
Can I get a Constitution modifier of Nyx and Aether?
+4.
Okay.
+3.
Okay. Each of you have that number of turns before you start rolling death saving throws because you have no air. So you've already gone through one. So it's only 2 more for Nyx before automatic dex saving throws and 3 more for Aether.
Mhm.
So you said that it is magical?
I think so.
Okay. I want that big boy gets to make a dexterity saving throw though.
That's its turn, right?
Yeah, this is me using a reaction.
Oh, yeah.
Makes a dexterity saving throw. So finally gets to use my ability. First time.
Sure, dexterity saving throw.
Ryan's gonna be all, oh, he's immune to lightning damage. Don't worry about it.
That is going to be actually a 10.
Nice. It takes 5 lightning damage.
So
Nice.
as
it hits.
Aether noticed this earlier, but you did not. It seems to have adapted well to the environment of the fight you had before. It actually takes in that lightning damage and manages to heal from it.
Wait, you're referencing the fight we just had, you mean?
Yeah.
Who did lightning damage to it?
Aether.
I did.
Oh. Well, that
Okay.
makes sense.
All right. Next up is Aether. No, it's Crumbs. Sorry, Crumbs is up next.
Well, if that's the case, then I also probably can't do radiant damage to it anymore, because I hit it with a pretty whopping guiding bolt last time.
Make a nature or intuition. Wait,
Insight?
what? Insight. Yes, thank you. I was so confused.
That's a 10.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's okay though. It's okay. Because I just need. Do I think it has high constitution?
Based on that roll, you don't know.
Don't know. It did.
I'll
Fail.
get whatever.
It did fail.
Whatever.
It did do
Yeah,
pretty bad. That was a dexterity save though.
that was a dexterity save.
Hmm. Because I mean, if it's good against radiant damage and lightning damage, that kind of puts me a little behind here. You know what though? What am I doing? Who am I kidding? Hang on a second. Let me just take a peek real quick. Okay. That's a backup plan. Although I don't have a lot of time for backup plans. Okay. I'm gonna do. Can I do healing word on myself?
Yes, you
Yes, I can. Okay, so I'm gonna use a bonus action, cast a second level healing word on myself.
can. Correct.
Nice, nice. It was a decent roll. That's 10 hit points. That'll keep me alive one more round, I think. And then, oh, that's a spell. So okay. I take my laser axe. I put it away.
Okay.
I use my bare hands to beat the shit out of it. Or at least I am gonna try to.
All right, you can do that. Make an armed attack.
That's a nat 20, baby.
All right. You see, as he like does a power, his like fist turned into. Well, you guys don't see anything, but his hand just turned into like power
looks.
fist and a hydraulic just like I don't know, punches start where he just holds them out and the fists go back and forth so quickly that it just tenderizes the vines.
To be fair though, it was a lot of talk for not a lot of damage because I rolled 2d6s. I got 9 damage. But I get multi
Could have
attack.
been 2.
Ha! That's an 11 to hit with the second one. Not as nice.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. Still, you just like you blast into it. You do a good amount of damage.
It was okay, I think. It's my whole turn.
All right. Next up we have Aether.
Yee. Question.
Mhm.
Can a reaction be used like during my turn, or is that like not a thing that happens?
If it makes sense, yes.
Because I was thinking, if I cast a spell and
Hmm.
use my reaction to help Nyx when the spell inevitably hits all of us,
Yeah.
would that be something I could do?
Wait, you're using reaction to help Nyx?
Because Flash of Genius would allow me to give her +4 to a saving throw.
Yes, that would be a situation in which you could do it.
Sick.
I need you to read the components of the spell to me first.
I was going to cast Shatter because I don't think any of us have done thunder damage yet. Am I wrong? Someone tell
didn't
me
do
if I'm
any.
wrong.
I didn't do
It
We
anything.
did
did
the
lightning and fire.
thunder step, but it didn't hit the vines.
It hit the tree.
It hit a different tree.
Okay.
Correct.
So yeah.
What are the components of the spell?
I don't even know what that is. A chip-
It's verbal somatic material.
Oh, it's all of that herbal somatic material.
It's all of that. So you have a single breath of air inside of you. That means I'll allow you to cast one verbal spell. After this, no more.
Okay.
But to do this with the material and like the somatic components, you are restrained. Technically, you shouldn't be able to do this at all. However, I'm going to let you if you succeed in a strength check.
This is not happening then. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. 16?
16, that succeeds. You are able to cast the spell.
I mean, to be fair,
17 minus 1.
I don't think there's anything about being restrained that stops you from being able to cast a spell.
You're not like, able to move your body at all. It's the same as like.
It just says
So you shouldn't be able to move your arms and stuff.
Well, a restrained creature's speed becomes 0. It can't benefit from speed. Attack rolls against it have advantage, and they have disadvantage, and they have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
You're right, because I'm thinking of it as if it's paralyzed, and it's not. I'm still sticking to what I said.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
it's like harder to move. So if it's harder
Right.
to move, it's harder to breathe. It's harder to like do the hand things or like speak like you would need to. So it still makes sense.
Sure.
I'm sticking to what I said, but thanks for telling me that for the future.
Alrighty.
Um,
So
That's what I got right. I keep them right here.
it has to make a Constitution saving throw. Nyx also has to make one, but I'm gonna use my reaction to use Flash of Genius, and a little helicopter thing pops out. Well, it looks like a helicopter, like goes like this, but then it springs out and it's just a big thing of rubber, and it just wraps around Nyx's just like torso.
so Nix, you're in the mix, and you just see this like
Eh.
you see the flash
Mix
of like
mix.
armor and glass somewhere through the vines, and then just hear a tearing noise as this little helicopter flies through and just kind of rips apart some of the vines and lands next to you. You're like, oh, what does that do? And there's just and just encircles you.
Okay, so you have +4 on the saving throw for this.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw.
Constitution.
I'm gonna have a +10 to my Constitution save. 28.
You're fine. Well, I mean, you take damage, but
14.
that fails.
Okay.
Okay. So that is 15 thunder damage. Nyx takes 7.
I'm
Eight?
at 1 hit point.
Better than nothing. Oh wait, I still have my bonus action
Wait,
because that was my reaction. Bonus action. I can't see my thing, so I don't think I can do anything.
Do you need to be able to see it?
I was trying to figure that out. It doesn't really say. Let's see. Eldritch Cannon. Fairy Cannon. Can't do it after a long rest. Only have one. It doesn't like say. I assumed that I had to be able to see it, or else it would just like fire anywhere.
I'm gonna say make an attack roll at disadvantage because you're trying. I'm gonna say you have like a remote control of some kind that you're using to aim it,
Okay.
but you can't see where it's aiming at or how to adjust it. It's like trying to drive like a remote controlled car while
Yeah.
not seeing the car. So just
Okay.
roll the attack at disadvantage.
Okay. 19.
That hits.
Okay, so it takes. Oh, max damage! It takes 16 force damage.
16. All right.
Yee. I don't think I ever hit it. Did I hit it successfully? I think I did. I don't know if that's one that it would adapt to though, because it's just force. But
It doesn't. The damage taken by force damage does not seem to have changed.
sick. Double 8s, and that is my turn.
That's a great turn. Congratulations. Now we have layer action.
Cool.
And I think it would only affect Crumbs. Crumbs, roll your strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, baby. That's a 23.
23, you're fine. Let's not worry about it. Next, Nyx, you're up.
Drink a greater healing potion.
Yes.
Awesome.
Nice. Now I'm gonna feel a lot less bad about what I'm about to do.
Great.
I move. 20. Healing. Boop. Okay. And then
Awesome.
with my other 3 actions, because I'm still bloodied, I'm gonna attack it.
Sure.
Do
All
At
at disadvantage.
All at disadvantage.
Mhm.
Do I still have that plus? No, the +4 was to the saving throws.
And just that saving throw.
First one is a 9.
Lane?
That does not hit.
I rolled 2 3s.
Mm.
12.
12, no.
Nah, I don't think this is unless I get a natural 1. I did.
I'm sorry about that. All right, you only have one more turn before you start death saving throws.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right. Now it is its turn. It is
Um,
going to. Yeah.
Sorry, there's something I can do.
Mhm.
Okay. No. Maybe not. So I have this thing called Skirmisher. You can move up to half your speed as a reaction when an enemy ends its turn within 5 feet of you without provoking opportunity attacks. I'm assuming
Right.
because I am restrained and grappled, I'm not able to like wiggle my way 5 feet.
Being restrained means you
Right.
have 0 movement speed. So
Oh,
being able
yes.
to
Right.
move
Oh,
half
okay.
your movement speed is meaningless.
Although that's a
Means I
great
can't.
ability, I would keep that in mind.
It is a good
Yeah,
ability.
I just haven't really thought of a like need to use it up until now, but good to know. Okay, cool. Thank you. I'm right. That's it
Let's
for me.
see. Now it is its turn. It's going to make 2
Oh.
attacks against.
Fingers crossed. Let's go.
First one misses.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, boy. We're doing good.
15 hit.
No, sir.
Neither of them hit you.
No, sir. I mean, that's a good thing and a bad thing, because if they hit me, honestly, I would do more damage than it did to me last time, but, like, it hitting me is kind of bad for it, because I do...
Both the people in it need to make Constitution saving throws.
No, don't be like that.
Cool. $21. Thank you, Vaxeldon Dice, the MVP tonight.
X?
Why'd you sound like echoey?
I don't know.
It was funny. It sounded like you were using one of those, like, cave effects when you said names.
Hey, Lizzie, what'd you get?
For what? I'm sorry.
Constitution saving.
I got 20. What's 8 plus 6? 24.
Okay,
18 plus 6.
both of you succeed. Neither of you take damage.
Woo!
Coolio.
Thank God.
Moving on, Aether.
Oh, already? Oh, okay.
No, sorry, Crumbs. Crumbs. I skipped Crumbs.
Yeah.
Indeed. Ryan.
Mhm.
I want it to make a Constitution saving throw.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna just give him a big old hug and cast Thunder Wave.
All right, what is the range on Thunderwave?
A 15-foot cube originating from me.
All of you take damage.
Indeed.
All right. What kind of save?
Constitution save.
It succeeds.
What did it get? I gotta know.
20.
Ah.
Half
Is
damage.
it worth it to potentially kill all my friends right now? I'm gonna do max damage.
How?
Does that?
It's my I have a special ability that lets me do max damage on lightning or thunder roll once per day.
The rest of you also need to make that save.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Oh gosh.
I'm gonna expend my lightning, my little thunder canister, whatever it is. Put her overclock the drive real quick. Still see your screen, by the way, Ryan.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. What the
Is it
heck is this?
Constitution?
Indeed, the DC is 16.
11. Woo!
Yikes.
16, exactly.
Nice. Well, then in that case, Nix, you take 12 thunder damage, and Aether takes 24.
Good night. Good
Yeah.
night, everybody.
And it also takes 12.
612. You got it.
Which is really not great. I was hoping to do the 24 to the bad guy and not to Aether's dying body, but
It rolled pretty well. Its constitution is high, but not that high.
do I have any meaningful bonus actions that I could possibly use? I don't. So
All right. All right, next up we are
Are we not on
Aether,
the
make a
map?
death saving throw.
Do we not need to do the map?
Oh yes, I'm sorry. That's dumb of me. 17. So yeah, you succeed. Uh, you're in there, but you're able to keep enough consciousness to basically like uh you're conscious enough to keep holding your breath,
Cool.
as opposed to like the natural response if you were to pass out is to just suck in and then
Mhm.
you're just like release any air you do have
Woo.
and just hyperventilate and lose all the oxygen you do have. So you succeed once. Great job.
Cool.
Nyx, you're up. This is the last round you have before it's automatic death saving throws.
Get him.
You can make attacks, and that's fine, or you can try to escape. That would take your whole action, though.
I will try to escape with my whole action.
Make a strength check.
That I have advantage on.
Correct.
Cool. 15.
You just succeed.
Yes.
You're able to just like tear your way and like crawl out of the vines, and then you fall onto the ground and just kind of like look back at the whirling mass of vines that still has Aether inside of it. That is, you can use a bonus action and your movement.
Bonus action in my movement. I'm. Do I not get extra attacks from being bloody?
You only get that when you take the attack action on your turn.
Okay, I have 2 actions.
What?
I usually have 2 actions. Did both of my actions get taken up by...
You only have one action.
No. I
You
have 2
only
attack...
you have 2 attacks, but you get those on the attack action.
Oh! Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
You're just fine.
I'm... Shiitake mushrooms. I don't want to do this, but I also kind of do. I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Mhm.
And just get some space. I'm gonna actually... Can I go down instead?
Oh yeah. Sure.
I'll go, like, not that far. Like, how far can I go to be out of its melee range?
You don't know how far its melee range is, but you can estimate this is probably enough space.
That's so far from Aether.
It's 10 feet, yeah.
Okay. I'll just do that, and I'll wait.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's the end of its turn. It hasn't had any luck with Crumbs, so it's going to move over here. Crumbs does not get an attack of opportunity because it's still within his attack range.
Indeed.
And it is going to make, first of all, Aether automatically fails a death saving throw.
Cool.
Now it is going to make 2 attacks against Nyx. The first one is a 16. Does that hit?
Yeah, 16 hits.
Okay. Does a 15 hit?
No, 15 misses.
Okay. Then you take... You take 17 points of damage, but you are not engulfed.
Let's have that. What is that?
17, so that'd be 8, yes.
Ooh, okay. Looking rough.
Right,
Where's Defoom?
Just chilling.
Defoom, you suck! Useless.
oh, I'm so sorry. You know what? Make a persuasion check.
Me?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
thought
or
you were
both
gonna
of
be
you.
like, You know what?
I was gonna say, I don't got a lot of persuasion. I'm not very persuasive.
18.
Also roll 1. Oh, I got a 14.
sure. What? I'll give it a try. I'll give it a right old try. I'm sorry, guys.
Don't get yourself out there.
Uh,
Like, we don't want to die, but we don't want you to die either. That would be unfortunate.
and he is a lot closer this time, so he's like right there.
I would like to not die. Dakun, please. Please.
So he goes, "Or I'll give it a shot." He picks up a rock off the ground, or yeah, he just picks up a whole tree and he tears it out of the ground and he throws it at it.
Hey.
What's up, dog? How you doing? How you doing? He's cute.
Oh my
All
god.
right, and the whole tree just goes slamming into it and breaks off a bunch of the vines. Yeah.
I made the defibrillating armor.
Oh. Okay, yeah. So yeah, in the future, you're still taking death saving throws as normal, but so we're just gonna go forward. You know, you're
I
still
know, I
making death
just
saving throws, but you can
remembered,
act.
I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, so you pass
Oh.
out, and the defibrillating armor hadn't been working yet, so there's some kinks left in there. So then you just so then like suddenly you wake up in the shock, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm still in here.
Well, alright.
Next up is Crumbs.
We're so good at this, you guys.
Mhm.
My brain
So-
is so far away from here today.
The inventory that Crumbs is taking is melee attacks don't do a lot of damage. All those other attacks are magical, and the only ones that do damage would probably kill Aether at this point. So
Yeah.
Crumbs just opens his stomach, takes out the stew he was making, closes his stomach, he doesn't want to spill it, and he just looks at Nyx and says, "You better kill this thing," and then leaps inside for Aether. I'm gonna climb into it, Ryan.
I'm gonna say make a strength check.
Oh my god.
22.
Yeah, you go right in. You crawl in, and you just crawl in. You're close enough to see Aether, but that's your action.
Can I just, yeah, I don't know, well, if that's my action, then at the very least, I'm gonna use my bonus action to hit Aether with a good old, like, I'm coming, Aether, and you get, 9 hit points.
What?
Could we say with a healing word is actually just a goo bomb of healing?
Yeah, I'm like,
Like,
I'm
you just
coming,
fire-
Aether, zzz, like, shoots a little goo bomb at your face.
Okay.
All right,
You're just
Aether,
like,
you're
"Whoa."
back up.
Thank god. I'm definitely gonna try to get out.
I am also fully climbing in there, and if Aether needs to, like, push me further in to get herself out, then I'm willing to allow that to happen.
That is not a thing that she can do, but I
Ah.
respect the hustle. I already let you do that.
Fair.
Let's see. Aether, you are up. So you're
I
gonna
would
attempt
like
to escape.
Be out.
Make a strength check.
Oh no. 11.
Yikes.
Rip me.
It's okay.
No, you are still in there.
Sick. Okay. Let me think. What can I do for my bonus action? Well, is the thing like gonna die? Does it look bad?
It looks like it's doing a lot worse than it started.
Okay. Let me look at my items real quick. See if I have anything weird that I can just like use somehow. Oh, I forgot I have that sweet potato. That's not important for now.
What?
from Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't do anything, so I'm just gonna drink another health potion.
All right.
And that's my turn.
That's your turn. All right. Nyx, you are up next. You're the only one outside.
This is the best
Cool.
part. The thing is,
Well-
out of anybody that ought to be trapped in there, I am the optimal person to be trapped in there because I don't need to breathe.
That's true.
You're right.
I'll just.
I think that was my last breathing turn.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That
I
is
just
correct.
passed right back out.
I am
Fine.
going to just slash at it from outside of it, because I don't want to waste my action taking a healing potion
Hmm.
when I could do damage. I'm not at disadvantage anymore, right?
Correct. You can do reckless attack and get advantage
No.
on it, and then you can do sneak attack. Okay.
I do not want this thing to
No.
have advantage against me.
The rest of this fight is just like crumbs. Like when they get pulled in, he just throws them back out.
24 to hit.
That hits.
23 to hit.
That hits.
Yes.
22 to hit.
That hits.
And I get one more because of my bonus action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Another 22 to hit.
That hits.
I'm all the
Oh
way
my
in this
God.
thing just for Lizzie to kill it the next turn.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my calculator.
Get it. Kill it. Please.
Gotta do my mess. My math.
Murder it.
Do I get sneak attack since it's currently engaged with Aether, technically?
It's not engaged with anyone. It's
Oh,
engaged with you and only you. It
That's-
swallowed these other fools.
We're just
mean.
being inventive.
Excuse me? I swallowed myself, thank you very much.
Well, it doesn't consider you a threat.
Wow!
Great.
Bro, once
Valid.
Aether's out of here,
Wait,
I'm thunder
even though-
waving
what if-
inside of this monster, alright?
but, they flew through a tree at it.
Yeah, but it's not engaged. He's not within 5 feet of it.
Okay, then I guess I'll just do
Well-
24 damage.
Okay. Oh, 24 damage?
Yeah.
How do you want to do this?
Oh my God. God.
I am just hacking away to get to my friends, slicing, dicing like I'm in the woods with a machete, getting through the jungle vines.
All right, you just a second ago popped out of this thing completely out of breath, so you're like panting for air, hyperventilating, and just wildly thrashing with your hands. And then eventually you're just like slice, 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 and then you go down to slice one time, and like, oh, hi Aether, and Aether's just like sitting there in the mix as they all fall apart, lifeless.
Maybe this wasn't
Congratulations.
such a good idea. Oh God.
Blood healing potion.
Congratulations. That
Healing
was a very
potion.
difficult fight.
I used up all the magic I was gonna put in the stew, sorry guys.
So good.
I'm taking 2 regular healing potions.
I am gonna give myself a cure wounds, and I have now used all of my spell slots. Come on.
I never used the cranberry sauce of the bloodthirsty.
Save it. Let's see here. Where did this go? And I regain 9 hit points. Now I'm at 28 hit points. Okay. I hope that was
All
a
right.
precursor to whatever took that hunter. Because, oh my god.
Right. So I'm gonna be 100% with you fools. That was pretty intense. That was a lot. So I'm glad you're all alive. Maybe it's worth considering that you all we could travel back like this, but I don't know that we would survive in another encounter. So we can either go back and risk getting caught, and then if we get caught, we die. But if you don't get caught, then we make it back. Or we can decide to stay the night here, and you guys can get yourself all repaired up. Yeah, Yeah, that's about it.
Would we
But
be?
we would also risk getting encountered and then died
Yeah.
from the things in the forest.
Hmm. I have nothing in terms of protection if we were to camp. Does anyone have any idea?
It might be safest just to go back and come back out another day.
Maybe.
Cause
You see.
So, I don't have anything magical that could protect us from anything like that, but I can build a pretty nice place to stay. Won't protect us against any monsters of any kind, but maybe it could hide us a little bit.
Oh, that could be kind
That's
of
up to
useful.
you.
Crumbs, what do you think?
I don't have anything that can help. And yeah, I'm a little bit kind of spent at
You
this point.
can you charge out here?
Yeah, I can charge anywhere. I just have to just kind of sit down. See, I have in here, and it just opens up his stomach, and he just like in the very far back of his like chest stove, there's just this little like swirling golden ball of like energy just floating there, and he's just like, yeah, if you just leave that alone for a while, it just kind of gets bigger. But once you start using
Oh.
all the magic, it gets real small.
I just wasn't sure if you needed to like have if you had like a charging cord and needed to be plugged into like an outlet, like
I don't really know how my dad did it, but he basically just made this little thing in my body that just kind of like it like collects ambient like divine energy, which is weird because like I was led to believe that that doesn't exist anymore, but who knows? But it just collects it from like the universe and just brings it in, but you have to give it time to like kind of chill out and do that.
Make a quick religion or arcana check,
For me?
whoever wants to.
Oh.
I'll do it, even though I have no skills in either of those areas.
I can, why not?
Yeah, both of them are +0, but I'll try. 8.
I got a 17.
I got 14.
17 Arcana.
Aether next, but no, sorry, Aether and oh yeah, what did you roll? Religion or
I did Arcana.
history or arcana? Okay, you did arcana.
I got
Um,
14.
so both of you know that there is definitely celestial energy still out there. There's no reason why a cleric or a paladin or anybody else shouldn't be able to do magics. What they believe is collapsed is the outer planes. So like beings and things that control that are divine, they suspect are gone. However, celestial energy itself is always there. For instance, paladins don't get their power from gods; they get it from oaths. When they take this oath so powerfully and strongly, basically celestial energy is drawn to them for them to use.
Well, there you go.
And sometimes a god helps out.
Well, then I misspoke. I just have a little, like, celestial engine, I guess. Like, in there.
Right, so are we not? What would you all like to do?
I mean, if we're able to create a pretty passable camp and can just stay here, it might be safest. I really don't know. I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
At the very least, I can take watch. Nobody else needs to be awake.
Oh yeah, well for sure. Oh, you just sleep time?
I just don't sleep.
All right, sleep time is not going to happen. Or we all can sleep. You will stay awake like a little fool.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. I'm going to set up, find a little place.
Can I help you at all? I can help gather, like, sticks or...
Sure, find some twigs and other things. You're going to give them an advantage.
Yes.
Okay. He finds seems to be like a little like arch of a natural arch of like vines and other plants and things. He goes, all right, so we're going to settle in here. So some basic rules: no fires; those are bad. And then if you need to go to the bathroom, take somebody else with you. And yell real loud if you get killed.
Right.
Sounds good.
All right, so we're just gonna have to stay here for a little while. We'll ready to get up and go whenever y'all would like.
All right.
So Ryan, out of curiosity, because I only have a 6-hour long rest, could I, while they're doing an 8-hour long rest, could I do a 6-hour short rest or a 2-hour short rest and then my 6-hour long rest?
Yeah, absolutely.
So that for the long rest, I have the benefit of the short rest.
Absolutely.
Are we long resting? I assume that's what we're doing.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah. I just want to make sure I'm using it.
Oh God. So I just rolled. Nothing eventful happened this night.
Nice.
Mhm.
Well, then I'm not even gonna bother to calculate the short rest
Yeah.
points.
A great idea though.
Well, because then at least, like, if something doesn't happen for the first 2 hours, great. I'm back to, like, full health. I've got some stuff back to then last the next 6 hours.
All right, so you guys finish your short rest like sometime after nightfall. He goes, "All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I know you all rested up and all that kind of thing, but I don't think it'd be good to traverse or go anywhere at nighttime. So we're just gonna sit in here until the sun comes up. So you guys can tuck in, sleep some more, or that's all you can do.
I can cook.
Nope, no cooking.
Oh, it's
Too
already
much
done.
light.
It's already done. I pull out my temporary hit point pancakes.
Oh, all right. That was lot quieter than I thought it was. You can cook without fire. All right.
It's part of the reason why some of my cooking is like all magic and healing and stuff. Because it cooks under the little divine engine or whatever.
I like your pancakes, little funky man.
Thanks.
Your words, magic man.
I only make 3, but I guess you can have 1 today. It's fine.
All right. Then the night passes, uneventfully. I should probably roll for that too,
The
shouldn't I?
3 pancakes and also a flaming grenade, I should mention, come out of my chest.
Very funky. One of those is not pancake. Um,
That's okay.
all right. So nothing happens during the night. Um, uh, so the sun comes up, and you're very nearby the place that you left where you think the person was kidnapped. You can head over there and investigate if you'd like.
All right. Following the seeds, I suppose. Or
Seeds while you're following the seeds.
so we're following the dandelion seeds.
Oh yes, this is the area. We
Oh.
follow the seeds here. This is where the seeds led.
Now's
Now
the time for the residue.
Did you say we took a long rest?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. Okay, cool.
All right. I guess we look around for any armor fragments, weapon.
Sure.
Anything?
You can make an investigation check.
Will do.
When are we stopping for the night? Like, the session for the night?
I think right after we finish up with this.
Okay.
Investigation.
7.
Can I
7.
also do an investigation?
Yeah, sure.
My dice hate
I'll get
me.
it. I'll get in there with some investigating. I also got a 7.
Nice.
15.
What the hell is wrong with us today?
15.
We're
So
all getting the same trash rolls.
this is pretty difficult. This is pretty difficult. Because not only did that fight occur, but there's plant overgrowth since then. And also, you guys just had a big fight in the same area. That's a lot of interference on trying to get this information. And Nyx gets a good sense of what's going on. You can see like where the fight happened. You can tell that you believe that this fire patch was in fact fire breath from the gold dragon. or from a dragon, and it would make sense that it was the gold dragon. You can see some other marks on trees that you think are like more precise burns that you think would be lightning. You see, yeah, I think that's about all you would see. You see signs of like combat and struggle, and a lot of signs of basically like you see a lot of struggle on the behalf of the two dragons and the giant there, from like rocks being unearthed nearby and all that kind of stuff, but you don't see as much as about who could have attacked them.
Okay.
So here's the thing. I didn't know how to bring this up or when I should bring it up. A little bit of a mechanic I'm going to do with magic. Um, Obviously you have your set of spells. However, I don't want you to feel limited by the spell list that you have. If you have an idea for something magical you would like to do, and it would make sense that you would be able to do this thing, we can roll Arcana checks or that kind of thing, and I can decide what spell slot we think that would take. And depending on how you do on your Arcana check, this may or may not work.
No,
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, true though. We just long rested.
do we not see like any
Pair of different spells.
any sort of like while looking through the growth on the floor of the jungle or whatever? Do we see any sort of footprints anywhere, like leaving?
Make an investigation check.
Let's use another.
I'm gonna say a disadvantage because there's so much overgrowth, and that's a pretty precise thing to look at. Or you could also do survival if you'd like.
There. I'll do investigation. That's still. Can't do math today. 9.
A lot of plants.
Lot of plants. I don't know
So
what dice to use anymore.
I have a thought. Let me
Mhm.
read the description of this spell to make sure it's something I can do. Can I cast locate object on a set of ceramic armor?
Yes, I think you can. I think that would be reasonable to suggest.
It says describe or name an object familiar to you. So it's an object. Okay, maybe not actually. It says it can locate an object known to you as long as you've seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. But I've never seen his armor. So,
You can make an investigation check.
Alternatively,
Mhm.
it can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. I need to read longer.
There you go.
That's
There you go.
You gotta read the whole spell. You gotta read the whole spell.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, then everybody's investigating. He just kind of like a little like antennas pokes out of his head. He just starts pinging to see if there's any ceramic armors within 1,000 feet.
You get a little like on your HUD. You just get
like
like
my
beep
eyes.
beep beep.
There's like a little
and
arrow.
yeah, and you look around and you automatically find little bits of ceramic where his armor had been broken, but only a small part of it.
Point.
You can see decorated like little tiny small pieces, no chunk larger than like this. But you also know that what is it, 1,000 feet?
It's 1,000 feet.
There's no place in 1,000 feet where the rest of the armor went. Meaning you at least know his body is not within 1,000 feet of you right now.
Well, I found little bits, but don't know where the rest is.
I can't tell if that's promising or not.
Well, it tells me that they fought here and took him somewhere else.
Yeah, it's a good thing that he isn't dead here, but he could be dead very far away.
That's true. That's an unfortunate. Yeah.
We can't just keep walking in a random direction because we will die. um, let me look at my spells again.
All of my pens are dead.
Part of me wants to cast Detect Magic, and the other part of me feels like it would just be like, yeah, there's magic
Everywhere.
everywhere. What's the spell slot? Good ritual it, but that's all 10 minutes.
I don't think clerics can ritually cast spells in the way that wizards do.
Think I can.
Like, I think you still expend a spell slot when you cast it. The ritual casting spells is unique to
Yeah,
wizards.
I can ritual cast.
Okay, do you not expend a spell slot?
Nope.
Alright.
It says I can. You can cast a cleric spell as a ritual if that spell has the ritual tag and you have the spell prepared. So yeah, they can't do it the way that a wizard can, because a wizard doesn't have to prepare a spell to ritually cast it.
Mhm.
But a cleric does have to prepare it to ritually cast it.
Okay.
So that's the cost.
So do you ritually cast Detect Magic?
Yeah, if we're just hanging around investigating for like 10 minutes, then yeah.
Sure. So you do that. First of all,
The HUD
all sorts
changes
of ambient
again.
magics.
My eye
Obviously.
color goes like purple.
Yeah, it's just like all kinds of different colors, but you also see like faded different bits of other magic. It's just residue from magic that occurred in the past.
We
To
followed the
tell
seeds
how
to the residue. Now here
make
we are.
it make a perception check using this like new HUD.
Whoa. Come on. Oh, why you gotta do that to me? That's a 8.
8. All right. You look around. You can distinctly see other bits of magic. You're not clever enough and you can't see enough to be like, I know specifically what did this. But you're seeing other bits of magic that don't seem to be aligned with the magic of the rest of this place. It appears to be spells like spell schools like abjuration and evocation, and a lot of effects like that. Yeah, you wouldn't get the scent of that, but you're distinctly getting the effects of other spells not native to this
Whoa,
fate.
whoa, whoa. Is that a hypothetical scent or a literal scent? Because I have advantage if it has to do with smells.
It's vision,
Ah,
but it looks like little cloudy like auras, basically, where you can see the spell was cast.
sure. I express all of that. There's
Can
clearly
you
some
repeat
kind of
what the schools were? Or what the
abjuration.
magic was?
Abjuration and evocation.
Yeah, basically like, well, I don't know if Crumbs would know, but you know.
That still could have just been from the fight, though, couldn't it?
True.
I mean, do
Although,
you think
is our
like
giant friend a prolific spellcaster?
None of you casted. None of you casted. Are you talking about your fight?
Yes.
None of you did any abjuration spells.
I meant from like the original fight where we think like our dragon friend might have like
Also, you get the strong stink of illusion magic.
Well, it's the Feywild. Come on.
No, but you can differentiate between the ambient magic of this place, and like this was clearly a strong scent.
Fascinating.
And it was cast 2 different times. I'm definitely stretching the usefulness of detect magic, but I think that's worth it and it's fun.
I mean, yeah, come on, it's fine. It says you can, yeah, it's for objects, but it's so much more interesting if it's actually useful as like an investigative tool.
I agree.
I mean, if it was cast twice, that would be the 2 hunters that returned and had bad didn't remember things.
there
The
were only
illusion magic?
There were 3
Is-
hunters total, only 2 returned.
Is modifying memory an
Like 5.
illusion spell?
I believe it is.
That would make sense.
Definitely.
Creating an illusion in your brain over what actually happened.
Well, that wasn't necessarily me asking
Yeah.
Ryan. That was Crumbs asking.
I know.
If anybody
And this
else.
is Nick's replying. You think this is just me?
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
What an energy.
Oh my gosh.
I suppose we. No, I don't feel like we have any new information or where to go from here.
Well,
Aether, make an intelligence check, flat.
I would love to.
I also do have one
This
more
is-
idea,
Okay.
but I'll let her do her thing.
Dirty 20. No,
Okay.
it's not a
Uh,
saving throw. It's not a saving throw. So, oh my god, can't do math. 17. Oh my god.
Okay. Crumbs, I want you to do your thing first.
I'm just gonna cast Detect Evil and Good to see if there were any like Fae nearby.
What's the range on this?
It's only 30 feet, so it's not great. But maybe it lasts 10 minutes. Maybe he's just doing circles.
You get ambient energies of Fae, of course. You sense that Fae, Fiend, or undead. You do not detect that any of those are immediately within your vicinity, and you also don't detect that you have no reason to believe that any of them were there. You don't know if that's because you're using this in a way that this ability should not be used, or if it faded since then, or if there were none there. But
Well, to be fair, my main purpose was to see if maybe there was just a Fae like hiding nearby.
it doesn't at the moment. It seems like the answer is no.
Also, though, Detect Evil and Good actually applies to aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. So it's actually also aberrations, celestials, and elementals. But I would be shocked if any of those were around here. There's just an aboleth like chilling in the bush, like mind flayers, just like I come by here every other weekend. Anyway,
Hey, I love to party with the fairies. All right, so you rolled high enough. You're gonna get a free DM hint. So Aether, you studied Dunamancy a lot.
Yeah.
Time wasn't exactly your forte,
Yeah.
but you think you know about this. Maybe there's something you could do here.
Are you talking about like Sherlock Holmes style?
I'm maybe you could craft some kind of spell to see what happens if you were to look backwards in the fabric of time.
I'm so mad at myself because when you said that spell thing, that was the first thing I thought of. But I was like, my foggy brain was just like, that's not going to be relevant today. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Yeah, okay.
Thought of that like a half an hour ago.
If you want any of my magic C&I bits, I can lend them to you.
Okay.
I can't,
So-
but like, whatever.
He
Can't actually, but
so what I think you're doing is I think you're suggesting the help action with your stuff. Okay, then make an Arcana check at advantage because he's giving you the help action.
Right.
I'm no expert in Arcana, but
Man, I need a long rest in real life.
I've got that dumb magic with Wiz.
Is Nyx doing anything during this time?
Probably not.
Nyx is just
She's just
Scary.
looking.
Just
This
looking
is-
around.
Aether's
the
doing
forest.
smart magic, and Crumbs is just like. Maybe
She
we
can
should just,
have-
maybe we
can
just
she
give it a little
try
bit of
to,
love,
like- Re-get Inoki.
Yeah, you can spend some time. In the time that he ritual casted a spell, you could do that. So you meditate and you think for some time. You get some of your incense and you lay that out and you begin to meditate for some time. It comes very easily to you here. This place seems well attuned to what you're trying to do. And as you go again, you hear like a purr circle around you again, and this goes, "It's good to be back."
Oh, thank
Um,
you. I miss you so much.
Hey there, what did you roll?
17.
17. Okay. So you spend some time there. I'm gonna say it requires. I think it requires 15 gold worth of your equipment. Um, and Crumbs helps you build something, and you're building this small contraption to channel like possibilities and the fabric of time, and try to weave that using this machine. Um, so you do that. Uh, you think you've created a device that will basically allow you to see to some extent what creatures involved in fate did a certain amount of time ago.
Is this just
Uh,
like a Bakio stand?
Kind of, yeah. In a good way, it is, yes, it is a Bakio stand in that it won't show you the environment in any way. It shows you any creatures that have an amount of like free will that would be affected by the timeline.
Mhm.
So it's just creatures is what you think it would be. Um, would you like to place that and see what happens?
Yeah, just like
All right.
smack in the middle of all the action. I'm so mad. Why didn't I do that earlier?
Okay. So you do that. And what happens is you place that, and for a moment, this like you place this projector, and it kind of like this shell-like structure, and it opens up, and then a projector comes out, and for a moment, like when you put mist over a laser, you can see it for a second. You see the strings of fate physically in the air, just for a second as it marks up, and you can almost see like when something touches a spider's web and it reverberates out, you start to see these shadowed forms of these creatures that slowly come into shape in about a 30 to 50 foot radius around where you are. And you can start to see the vague shapes of just dark shadowed creatures. You see part of maybe a tail or a leg of one dragon on the edge of the radius. You see another dragon on the ground breathing a breath of red fire that burns the ground in the same place that you see the fire marks before. And you see a like a large humanoid structure, person throw just like pick up a tree and or just like do a pickup motion, and you can see a large like crater in that place. And then you look over at where the throwing happened, and you can see that there's two pieces of a tree split in half on the other side. At the moment, you can't see what the what he threw it at, but then you see them kind of go into action again, and as they start to move forward, there's just a large blast of like you see the gold dragon recoil somehow, and you don't see what does it. And this lines up with one of the evocation spells that Crumb sensed. Um, and then this like small battle plays out where you only see one side that seemed to be wounded from some sort of ranged set of attacks. Um, and eventually you see the giants start to close in a little bit. You see one of the dragons freezes in place and doesn't seem to move for some time. Um, and you don't see what happens with the other dragon. It seemed like the other dragon stayed off the ground a lot and kind of stayed out of the range of your thing. Um, but then you see as a humanoid shape with long tendrils coming from their back, almost like tentacles, goes forward and wraps around the giant for a second. And as you see it wrap around him, he starts to like pull back into almost like he's yelling to the sky. And then your hologram and shuts down.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. We have, I guess, a little more of a clue now. Tentacle arms, kind of tendril
And
things.
as it shuts down, hold up.
I like this investigation music we've got going.
Hey, thank you. I'm sorry, we have a wild
Who
magic
is Blue
surge.
Web? At this hour of night. Hello? Someone's working on their lawn.
Can Aether roll a D100 for me?
Oh no. I sure can. Those are 2 different dice. 98.
That's a pretty good number.
That is a very good number.
That's a pretty good number.
Oh yeah, and you spend one of your highest level spell slots
A unicorn
doing
just
that
walks
thing.
up and gives
Okay.
you its
I think
blood.
that's a second level spell slot.
Yeah,
And
I own
for the
one house.
next minute, when that breaks, just like something you can see, like as that breaks, you still see the fabrics of and the weave of fate kind of vibrating for a second, and it stays around you, and something fragments a little bit, and you start to hear an ethereal music kind of surround you for a second, as almost like music from a different time that is somehow connected to your string of fate, just reverberating through you, and you hear a woman singing in an almost operatic tune.
What?
Don't worry about it. Fancy Dunamancy. Spent too much time watching Brennan Lee Mulligan, and you can tell that he's a philosophy major.
Right.
All right.
I guess we can ask, I already forgot his name, because, oh my god,
Hilarious.
No, Daythum, if,
Mhm.
since you weren't here when this happened, but, apparently something with, like, tendrils, or, like, what's the word?
Tentacles?
Tentacles. I'm losing my mind. I'm so tired. Was involved? Have you seen anything like that around here? Like coming out of their back, I think?
Oh,
Do you never know
possibly
what's going on?
some sort of tentacles on his back. Yeah, actually, just now I saw somebody. He was a big shadow man, and he was shaped like a person, and he had tentacles on his back. It was just there a second ago.
Other than just now.
Other than just now. No, no, I'm pretty sure I've never seen a tentacle man before. We don't get much tentacles in these parts, unless they're vines. Goblin vines.
Right.
You just got eaten by a bunch of vines.
Could've been mine.
Not like tentacles, though.
It's true.
Can I? 2 questions.
Although wood vines have shown up since plants didn't show up.
2 questions. 1 question. Did anything ever escape from the lab that I was in that wasn't me? 2.
Your check.
Fascinating question.
Did that thing have tentacles? History check.
Mhm.
This is gonna be bad.
Wait, I can use my reaction to help you. Let me think of something that makes any sense to help in a history check. Oh man, I don't know how an invention can help that. I can do it for my reaction though.
Oh, for your reaction? Oh,
It's
sure.
like a wing of a bird.
You set up your set up your what is it called? The Wonder Spark to start spinning around and like playing music and creating a blue light that just creates an atmosphere that feels and sounds like you're underwater.
Aw. You get
I
plus 4 now.
remember. Okay, so do I get advantage?
You get plus 4.
You get +4 instead of
4.
advantage.
Cool. 18.
Something you can do. You have a familiar. The familiar can give you a help action. I'll let the familiar do this because the familiar is part of you. So the familiar just like looks at you and its eyes kind of go into a spiral and it just goes, remember.
Oh god.
What did you roll?
I got an 18, so the help action is that like I can...
Is that disadvantage?
Yeah, you can roll at advantage and also +4.
Still 8. No, wait, no, sorry. 21.
21. So what you understand about that project is slim. You hardly had any interaction or vision of other creatures there. You were kept extremely isolated because one of the things is Laszlo wanted you to be in a closed, understood environment. He can't control other people, so he didn't let you interact with other people. He's a psychologist. Um, so you didn't really interact with any other projects. However, you also understand that at the time that you have no reason to believe that there were any other escapes besides you before or after that point. And you also think you understand that you were one of the first, being that your name is number 9. You were one of the first projects they really did of this type. Um, so you suspect maybe things were a little bit more lax back then. And since they've advanced and figured things out and perhaps learned from your escape, probably hasn't been so many escapes since then. Also, you've never met anyone else like you.
Yeah. So no tentacle man is in
Just
my
chilling.
memory.
You're thinking about it. However, this thing got out here, if it's associated with the Simic Order, you're probably not convinced that it got out on its own.
Okay. It's just tentacles is such a specific thing, and coming out of its back just reminded me of Dorothy and her weird crab arms. Freaky ass crab arms.
Makes me think of a couple things. It makes me think of like the fact that Google keeps telling me D&D has Slender Man now apparently. So I'm like, is Riot busting out Slender Man on us?
Make a
That's
just make a wisdom check.
that shouldn't be a check.
Who, Nyx?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not very wise, so.
I'll give you insider perception, whatever you prefer.
Insider perception. Okay, well, I'm gonna do insight. Oh, okay. 21. We're rolling
21.
well.
Wow.
You can't fully understand why. You're not a scientist. You don't understand the little bits and pieces. But the way it moved felt like Dorothy. You don't think it was her, but it felt like her.
Hey. I'll just relay this feeling to my friends. Crumbs, we haven't known each other for very long, so I can just give you a sort of quick rundown. I clearly, as you can see, am able to change my appearance, shapeshift as you will. I was raised in a lab in the Sanctorum district. And my basically was an experiment where they combined my body and genes and all that science stuff that I don't quite understand with the genes of other animals and sea creatures. So they made me part cuttlefish, essentially. I can change my shape. One of the lady that was cutting me apart, her name was Dorothy. That thing feels like she did, if that makes sense. She was this creepy lady, manta ray lady, got big crab legs come out of her back like this, all freaky spider-like. Not fun, not great.
Were they fish-like or spider-like?
They were like they were crab legs. Are crab legs, but they gave the illusion of spiders to me all the time.
Seems an odd
Are
place
there-
for a crustacean to go here in the woods.
Are the experiments that they do, are they like overseen by anyone other than themselves?
As far as I know, they're run by themselves. I mean, they're of the highest authority. Laszlo has his own university named after him. He teaches people. Dorothy probably also does the same thing. They're the best of the best.
I'm not going to
They're
make you roll another history check. Laszlo owns a university and is heavily involved in several other universities, including the university that that Felder teaches at. Dorothea is not involved in Standard University. She runs med schools.
yeah.
I guess I'm wondering if there would be any reason for them to go out seeking people for experiments that wouldn't be missed because they can't find anyone else that wants to be a part of them.
It's very possible. It's one of my thoughts. One of the reasons I wanted to do this was these people don't have people that are going to miss them except for those in Jotunheim. They're going to go out hunting and missing, and the government would never notice or care. And it's a perfect opportunity for people like Dorothy and Laszlo to just steal people.
So do you think it's likely our giant friend is in the Sanctorum district by now?
It's possible he might be in the Sanctorum district and experimented on right now. These people could be alive and tortured. I mean, not everybody gets to survive it. It's not always a success.
I've never been personally, but I know isn't the Sanctorum district out in the water? Is it
Yeah.
easier to get into the city from the water than it is by land?
What do you mean?
Well,
Is it easier?
I
Wait, do you
imagine
mean
it'd be a lot-
Sanctorum or Cardinfall?
either one. I imagine it'd be a lot harder to put a wall up in the ocean than it would be on
Yeah,
land.
but there's creatures in the ocean that are not going to be happy with people swimming around there.
Sure.
You're right.
But people
There
are fitting
is
into
no
Sanctorum
wall.
somehow.
There's no wall on the sea. There's a large harbor district, which has a multitude of defenses and an Embernox navy, which defends against creatures in the sea. So yeah, they're constantly defending against sea creatures and things.
Well, my only thought is I'd imagine it'd be pretty hard to get a giant back into the city in a sneaky way unless it was easier to do so on the water. Just a thought.
Maybe they have a secret door out here, or the entire government's corrupt anyways, that they have ways of just sneaking people inside.
Or just
That's a
magical
valid point.
teleportation.
Those are
Magical
pretty valid.
teleportation's an option. Maybe we can follow the scent of this magic and see where it leads us. Because there's no way of actually knowing if this is all connected to the Sanctorum district. It's just a hunch. It's just.
But it's our only hunch. So, and
I don't know
if
if
it is part of that, it seems like a pretty significant one, because I doubt that they would stop because it's been working so well.
I don't know. I don't know if it's enough evidence yet to throw all of our dice on it and to turn around and go back.
I also feel like it's slightly odd to think that academics from the Sanctorum district would come out beyond the wall to take a giant who was on a hunting trip, surrounded by presumably some of the best fighters in Jotunheim for their experiment. You'd think they'd go into Jotunheim, try and just take one there. Like, it's
that
just
would cause
more people there.
more unrest. It's easier to pretend that a monster killed them than.
This just seems like such a dangerous place to do something like that.
Well, then they probably have a very dangerous reason that they're risking that. Something that they really don't want anyone to know about.
I mean, yeah, they're up to some bad stuff down there. I don't even think Felder was really informed on what Laszlo tends to do. And he works at that university. It's not like they're broadcasting their experiments to the world. I was not supposed to escape.
Right.
Will.
Well, I don't know how much more we're gonna find here. I'm also worried about dying again.
I was going to say, how long ago did this giant disappear?
Um,
Couple days, week.
it was something close to like about a week, I think.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Some monster took him. He's probably dead. Which means the best bet that he might still be alive is that some more humanoid monsters took him to the Sanctorum district.
Right.
And at that point, my thought process is he's either dead out here in the woods or he's alive in the Sanctorum district. If he's dead out here in the woods, there's no point in us staying. But if he's alive, but whether or not he's alive, it does sound to me like we could do a lot more good going to the Sanctorum district than we could bumbling around in a forest and probably dying. Even if the giant is there or not.
So then, maybe we should head back. Nix, what do you think?
I would leave the call up to you though, Nyx, because you did spend all the time with the giants and stuff.
Yeah, you know the most.
And the
I know
Sanctorum
most
district.
know nothing at
You-
the same time.
Yes.
It's
But
infuriating.
the giants and the Sanctorum are kind of like your cups of tea, so I would leave the call up to you.
I would also like to point out that when I was in the Sanctorum district, I was literally in a cell basically the entire
I'm
time.
not suggesting that you like them. I'm just saying you certainly
I'm
have
more so
more
suggesting I know
experience.
almost nothing.
Well, yes.
Better
but
than our nothing.
your
How do I
almost
know
to
how
nothing is
old
more
I
than our
am?
nothing.
I have no idea what my age is.
Well,
Same.
maybe if we go there, we can figure that out too. If we don't.
I would
Yeah.
never suggest that my experience, at least as far as I can recall, was anywhere as bad as yours, Nyx. But I do understand what it was like being built at a time period you have no concept of.
So if we have no other leads here, maybe we can start sniffing around the Sanctorum. I don't know.
What? So if you guys are all settled here, I didn't find any seeds and didn't rescue any residue, but that's okay. You fought a dragon. Did you collect any scales?
I don't think we managed to before it ate us.
There's still scales and stuff around.
There are.
Sorry I did that dirty trick on you, but there's still the body, however mangled, of the silver dragon.
They
I'm
food
gonna throw something at it to make
help
it hurt.
yourself.
Sure.
Ah!
Just squishes into some flesh.
Okay.
You can help yourself to that. Over there. Go have fun. Have a field day.
What? I'm gonna collect some scales, some for myself, and some because I want to return them to his mother.
That's understandable.
Yeah, he goes and collects a bunch of scales for himself.
All right.
I wonder what the.
You guys take any?
I'll take a few.
Part of me kind of wonders
Yeah,
about
me
the ethics
too.
of that. A little bit. Like a guy. It's like skinning a person. At this point.
Right, that's true, but the scales fall off dragons naturally. Sometimes I've gotten scales as gifts from my friends. Sometimes they've given me for when I take guides out. Of course, these are not falling off. I guess that'd be like giving somebody a lock of your hair, but now we're cutting off the hair.
Cut the hair off a dead person. As opposed to being gifted it. Although gifting hair is kind of a weird practice. At that point, I feel like you're just kind of like. We don't need to debate the ethics of it. Just
What?
take
But
the
it's
scales.
hair that is magical. If I had magical hair, I would gift it.
That's fair.
Does Dayfoom have hair?
Yeah, he's got
I
not
bet
a
it's like
lot.
the
He's got like that
grossest.
he's got that like monk thing where he's balding on top, but he's got stuff going around the sides.
It's probably like
Nice.
the most gross, spindly hair you could possibly imagine.
Cool.
He also looks I mean, you don't know, but he looks relatively young for a giant. He's just got bad hair. What? So I think we should start heading back. We also want to be away from this body because I don't know what kind of vultures will be here, but a bunch of things will want to eat this thing up. So let's get out of here.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. Good thing the tongue is gone, or else the tongue biters would already be here.
Noted.
All right, let's go. And he begins to guide all of you back. Right. So as you guys are walking on your way back, this will hopefully be the last thing. Hopefully this won't take too long. You're walking back, and individually, you all this like heavy mist starts to roll through, like the movie The Mist, if you've ever seen it. It's just really thick, and like it's just like a wave. It hits all of you, and instantly, some of you have the good instinct of like reaching out and touching somebody next to you, somebody nearby, keeping together in the mist. I would like for all of you to make wisdom saving throws.
Can I get help from my familiar?
I got an 8.
10.
Or no, sorry, I rolled an 8. I got a 16.
19.
All right. Um. Okay. So the mist goes over all of you, and as you're going through, there's this intoxicating feeling, and you realize at some point it made you drunk. Like full on, straight up drunk. And more than that, Aether, you do reach out, and it's not like, oh, I'm too drunk and I can't grab anybody. You're physically not next to anybody now. You are both drunk and not near anybody at all. So once the mist, you start to talk out and be like, hey guys, where'd you go? No response. You start to hear crickets and like different howling noises. All right. Would anybody like? So you are just separated from the group.
Sick.
I'm gonna need survival checks from everybody.
I kinda
Aether,
wanted to...
yours is at disadvantage and alone. The rest are a group.
I kind of wanted to, like... Would casting detect magic let me see magical things through
23.
the fog?
I'm gonna say that this mist being magical would have basically clouded your vision.
Sure.
8.
Survival.
Oh my god. A nice solid 8.
Ooh, boy, that's a nat 20 for 25.
Mhm.
Finally. I got a nat 20.
Oh wait.
What it doesn't
Disadvantage.
know
See if I get a
is
1.
probably-
Okay, I didn't get a 1. Yeah, still 8.
Aether's just dead.
Nix, what did you get?
3.
23. Okay, all of you guys are doing great. You're walking through the forest. You don't know where Aether went. So you start. So Defum goes, "Hey, you guys want to just leave her behind, or should we go back and look for her?"
Oh.
You're not with us? Who's the door?
Oh yeah, she got lost in the mist.
I could have sworn I was holding her hand. Oh, Aether, come on. This is not funny. This
Nope,
is
you're
not the
holding a
time.
stick.
What?
You're holding a stick. You thought you were holding a hand? That's a stick.
This is not funny. Aether, not the time for practical jokes.
I don't think it's a practical joke. This is a magical forest.
Can I cast locate object on Aether's wings?
Yeah.
Nice. Is she within 1,000 feet of
Beep.
me?
Beep. Beep.
Just like
No.
I look around and I just don't see the outline anywhere, and I'm just like,
No.
in Nix, we got a problem.
What? So should we look for her, or should we just
Well, we can look, but she's not currently within 1,000 feet, which is like 1/5 of a mile, which is a pretty far distance.
Right. So that's I expected as much. I've seen this miss before. So It might be pretty difficult. It might be a little bit dangerous. Also, there's wild people out here. So we'll see how that goes.
Okay. Jesus
Burning Tree
Christ.
tribes. This is technically the territory of the Burning Tree tribes. I haven't seen any of them in some time, but technically this is still theirs. So we'll see what happens.
Oh my gosh. Ether, why did you have to do this?
Are you sure you guys don't want to leave her behind?
I definitely don't want to leave her behind.
All right.
Well, I mean, no, I'm kidding. Of course not.
All right. We'll see what we can do. I might ask for a little bit extra funds for the extra time that this will cost. But we'll see what happens, and if I can get your friend back. If she's dead, I'll let you not pay any extra.
Cool. Great.
Well, now I kind of no.
And crumbs! No!
Right? Let's see what we
No, I
can
can't be
do.
like that.
All right.
She
That's
owns the building we sleep in. We need
that's
her.
literally every other D&D character that ever played slipping through into Crumbs' personality. I need to hold it back.
You're walking through the forest alone. You don't know what's going on.
Stop
You see
moving.
you see a marking on a tree, and you see like it has on this tree, you can see carved into it, what looks to be a brand made from hot iron hitting this tree of uh into the shape basically of a tree, but then also three claw marks carved into it with a knife.
Hmm.
Do you go and see to investigate it?
Sure, what else am I gonna do?
All right, you walk up, and as you walk up to it, you hear, and then you look down, and a snare underneath your foot grabs you and pulls you up, and you're hanging in a tree, and that's where we're gonna come back next week.
Oh my gosh.
Cool. Awesome.
Wow.
This is fun.
Wow.
Honestly, with the way that my brain is right now, exactly how I expected this session to go.
Poor Aether.
Yeah,
I've been so bullied today.
I'm trying my
truly.
Eaten by
Well,
a
I think
plant.
that was a good game, everyone. You guys fought a dragon, and now you will all be leveling up.
best. Ooh, I finally get level 3 spell slot.
Cool. What should I level up in?
Yeah, what do you want to level up in? See what you get for each version.
Should we end the
Yeah.
stream, or are we gonna
Bye,
talk about?
stream.
I guess
Yeah,
we
but stream go. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. If you did,
There's nobody here.
yeah,
There's one viewer, and I'm certain it's one of you.
it's me.
Not me.
Alright.
Oh.
Well, then there you go.